And we're recording. Hey!
Woo.
Hi everyone. How's it going?
Hello.
How are you today?
Are you asking me or
Yes,
everyone?
I'm asking you, Jessica.
I'm alright. Just had like 2 hours of Skype hating.
Yeah, and that was before our little thing that we had to get this whole thing
Yep.
working. Because fuck Skype. I didn't even realize that Skype had a Windows 8 like built-in thing, and it's
It
shit.
did. It's terrible. I'm
It's
so
awful.
gonna try to get rid of it and get a new new one.
Yeah, like I have that. Just download the actual Skype,
Yeah.
and you'll
Yeah.
be much better off. It'll be
New
alright.
computer. Woo.
Hey, at least you have a new computer. You can
Exactly.
you can play high games with like high-end performance.
Uh-huh.
That's very nice. You know, we're not gonna mention how much it cost you.
Like a lot. But let's just leave it at
Yeah,
that.
let's ignore that. But anyway, I thought we'd start out with something a bit more heavy, a bit heavier.
All right.
I'd like to acknowledge, just acknowledge because this happened recently, and I just want to call just a little bit of attention to it. Is the shooting that happened a few days ago, I think it was. Remember that?
Yep.
Or you've been following that? Yeah. I don't want to get political about it. I just want to say that that I know we'll be covering some very silly stuff in a somewhat serious manner, but we both are aware of the like real problems in the world. And I just want to send my condolences to everyone involved, except for the person who was actually the criminal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck him. And fuck the media
Okay.
too.
Yeah, the media. Oh my god, let's just not.
Yeah, let's not, because we're gonna get political on it. But yeah, I just wanted to give a small mention to that, just for a little bit of activism.
Yeah.
Even though we're foreign people, you know, in a foreign country, we still know
Exactly.
that that's going on, and that's horrible. And I don't think anyone will argue about that, about the political validations of whether or not it's horrible if people kill people. That said, on a lighter note, as an actual like starting topic, first of all, I'd like to say that we are not sponsored.
Nope.
We are not endorsed by Crunchyroll, because the things I'm about to say about Crunchyroll will make it sound like we are being sponsored by Crunchyroll. Okay, and we are totally not. But Crunchyroll, I think, is a great service, first of all, because it's awesome to get like legally streamed, like high quality, like Japanese animation in Finland. Like, it's amazing that you can have like legal stuff here, and lots of it too. Like, they have like, you know, Fairy Tail and like big series that you wouldn't think that would necessarily get licensed here, because you know, they have their American licensors, even if I don't watch them. And then they have a lot of smaller stuff, which is also a lot of fun. Like, I use them like daily, almost, to just casually watch something, and I think it's awesome. And I think more people need to know about it, like especially in Europe, because Europe and licensing is always a mess.
Yeah.
So I think more people need to be aware of the fact that they have the option to legally stream like high quality animation here, and it's free. Yeah. Like, you may have to watch some ads, but it's free.
Exactly.
So yeah, do that. But that said, I want to complain a little about licensing. That Crunchyroll has the first 4 seasons of Digimon.
Yeah.
But they're not available here.
Yeah.
They just made them available because, you know, Digimon Try and all.
Yeah.
Is coming out. So they just made like seasons 1 through 4 and the 6th season, which is you know, the new one.
Yeah, the new one.
That I watched for a bit, and then I was like, ugh.
Oh yeah.
Didn't like it. But yeah, they have seasons 1 through 4 and 6, not 5, because nobody cares about 5 apparently. Like,
yeah.
It's about teenagers and not children, and they're punching Digimon in the face. Or one of the characters is,
yeah, I know it.
That one, and I'm like, okay, cool. But you know, they have all that, and it's not available in Finland. And I'm like, fuck you and your licensing.
Exactly.
Like, it's right there. I can even find it if I search for it on Crunchyroll. It's like, oh yeah, Digimon Tamers, and I'm like, oh cool. Sorry, due to licensing. I'm like, fuck you. This affects me.
Yeah.
My inability to watch old children's cartoons affects me.
Oh well.
I would have liked to watch them just because they're like, especially the third season is actually a good story, and adventure is fun. So and the the new one's coming out. So I would have liked to have some sort of a refresher, but no.
Ew, not in Finland.
Yeah, of course not. So anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest. And do you have anything you'd like to talk about before we start? Like anything in particular you'd like to highlight?
We were talking about Digimon, so I'll just say I'm very excited about the new Digimon coming whenever.
Oh, I'm really happy that you are, because I was like, don't leave me hanging here. I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound so like lonely with this, even though I know that. Because I was like, you should be. Like, are you gonna pretend like you're not?
No, I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Probably.
Yes,
I mean, it's being animated by the same people who did Sailor Moon Crystal and other horribly animated stuff.
Yeah.
So,
it could be shit, but I'm probably still gonna love it.
I know, I'm still gonna watch it. And apparently they're like making movies out of them, which they get more budget for that, which I'm all for. Like, please fix the horrible animation problem, like at least somewhat. But I mean, let's not pretend that the originals weren't like financed by someone's pocket money, but like even those had like more dignity than the stuff that studio has been putting out lately. Just Google Sailor Moon Crystal and have a field day with that. There is some absolutely amazing screenshots. But yeah, that said, also I'd like to point out that Digimon is one of those things where only like we are like the only specific age group that is really excited about it.
Exactly.
Like, it is exactly like people between the ages of like 19 and like 25.
Yeah.
And that upper limit is maybe stretching it in some cases, but it's like a very specific age demographic. It's like, yay! And everyone else around us, like even in the like anime community, are like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? E3.
Yes.
I guess we'll do a little summary of E3 at the end, but
yeah.
But I will start off by saying that it was probably the best E3 in a long while.
Yes, it was.
There was much excitement, and one particular moment that we'll go into, that I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Even my brother, who hadn't followed E3 like at all, I was just like, okay, just watch the Sony. Like, if you're gonna watch one press conference, like watch the Sony press conference.
Yeah.
And like I was talking about him about it, like, oh yeah, they announced this and that, and then there was like these companies did these things and so forth. And even he was like, oh yeah, I heard of that one thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, like that reaches very far for obvious reasons. But let's just go through them in order, like we did last time. I have notes, so I'll just read off my notes, and then you can comment on whatever you feel like commenting on. Obviously, there's a lot of notes. I have like 20 slips of paper, like obviously not like A4s, but like small like notepad things.
Yeah.
But yeah. And they're like, they're like really short notes just to remind me of all the stuff that they did. So we'll just go over everything, and then we'll stop at like points where we feel like we want to discuss it more.
Yes.
Right. So first off, Bethesda.
Well,
no, sorry. Immediately backpedal. First off, Nintendo, because they started. They technically started off the thing. Okay, they had the Super Smash Brothers reveal stuff, which was apparently already leaked, which I luckily didn't know, which is good, because I got to be a little surprised. But we'll go into that when we talk about Nintendo in more detail. I just want to bring up the Nintendo World Championships. Yeah. Really great. Really good. Like, that is the best kind of, like, oh my god, it's so, like, they're marketing their stuff. Yes, they are. That's their job.
Yeah.
God damn it, they did a great job of it. Like, that was an awesome marketing event. I don't care. I had a lot of fun with it. It was like 4.5 hours long. The whole thing is on Nintendo's YouTube channel. If you want to check that out, or even skin some parts of it, like, yeah, go check that out. But a lot of fun. The host was really good. I don't remember who they got. They got some person who was famous for something. But I like the fact that he was actually into it. At least he seemed to.
Yeah.
Like, or he was really good at hiding the fact that he didn't give a shit. But yeah, I like the energy. I like the I guess inclusive nature of it. Weirdly, yeah, it was fun. There were men and women playing games, and they got
it was fun.
They got a really good commentator, or really good pair of commentators, to commentate the whole thing. And as I said, the host was into it. Like he was actually commenting on the games in an intelligent manner that didn't seem like he was just being paid to be there. Because I don't care if you're like a PR person and you have to talk about a thing that you don't know about. That's fine. That's your job. But if you let it show, then it starts annoying me. A couple things about the Nintendo World Championship. They announced Blast Ball, which everyone was like, what the fuck is this? And
Okay, yeah.
no one cared. Nobody cared. And then it turned out to be a mini-game in a Metroid spin-off.
Yeah.
Later. We'll get to that. Trust me, we'll get to that. Because there's been some interesting discussion, quote-unquote, about that. And then the other thing that they did is they got everyone really hyped for Super Mario Maker. Like, because even I've been kind of lukewarm on it. Like, not lukewarm. I've been like, oh, that'll be interesting. Like, it'll be cool to see the courses that people can make and stuff. Like, but then they showed it off on stage, and all the stages, like 3 stages that the like some people in the Nintendo Treehouse had made, and everyone was like, holy shit, this looks so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it went from, oh, it's interesting, to, oh my god, this is actually really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, as I said, like, I was into it already. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm interested. But like, after seeing that showcase, because it was a showcase, but it was also a competition. And we were like, everyone pretty much had the same reaction, where they were like, got really excited for it after that. Like, that is good advertisement.
Oh yeah.
Because it got people excited, and it didn't feel like they were just trying to sell us a thing. They were just honestly showing off the cool things that you can do with it.
Exactly.
It was really cool. And then there was some, well, I don't think it was like, it wasn't like a major, can't pronounce that word today. It wasn't like a huge controversy, but it annoyed some people that when they played Splatoon, because they started with a Splatoon tournament, which, once again, like, it actually got me excited about the game. Like, multiplayer shooters are just not for me. Splatoon kind of looked interesting to me, regardless of that, because it had color and personality, which is cool. I mean, obviously other third-person or first-person shooters can have color and personality, even if they don't have color, but, like, Splatoon was that specific kind of brand of color and personality that intrigued me. So I was already kind of interested in it, but that got me really interested in it. Like, it looked like a lot of fun. I'm not gonna buy it. I wouldn't get enough mileage out of a multiplayer focused thing, even if it is really good. Like, it's just not for me. Because I'm afraid that I would waste my money, even if it is really, really good, and it looked really, really good. But I'd rather buy something with more of a single player focus. Even though Splatoon does have a single player focus, it's like way more into multiplayer, and that's awesome, but not for me. But the big deal about it was that they got a kid as a co-commentator for them. They were like, the 2 commentators, and then the other commentator's son came on to commentate the game, and people were like, oh, fucking children, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, Jesus! Like, are you kidding me?
For God's sake.
Like, they brought on stage a, like, representative of the target demographic.
Exactly.
Like,
woo!
Oh no! And I was like, the kid did a really good job too. I wish I could call him by his name, but they just gave him a nickname. So I can't do that. I generally wish I could call all the commentators by their names, but Justin Flynn, I think, was the other one. He had an actual name, but then the other one had just that nickname, which I do believe was DJ Wheat, if I remember correctly, and then his son was called Mini Wheat. I don't know. I'd like to call them by their name. But,
Oh well.
Well, what can you do? If they enjoyed their,
Yep.
aliases, then hey.
Privacy, etc.,
Yeah,
etc.
all the better for them, really. Especially the kid, like, who wants to
Mm-hmm.
know it. You better to not tell people his name, probably.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, people were kind of like, oh yeah, a 9-year-old kid, like, commentating on a thing. I'm like, Jesus, leave him alone.
Yeah.
I think that's really low of people to criticize a child for being up on
Well, yeah.
stage in front of like thousands, even hundreds of thousands of people, like potentially if you count the stream stuff. Oh, sorry, I took a
Yeah.
drink of my tea. Like, I think it's really like really kind of like not even mean. It's just evil to be like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I can't believe this kid is here. I'm like, just, like, at least if you're picking on like an adult, if you're
Yeah.
criticizing or harassing an adult, they are fully grown people who know that you're just talking shit. But if you're doing that to a child, that's a whole different thing. Stop it.
Yep.
Don't do that. That's horrible. Just wanted to point that out. Just if you're going to give your shit to someone, just at least direct it towards someone who is mentally and physically able to handle it. Like an adult. It's still horrible, still awful, but like at least if it's an adult, they can kind of just be like, oh, what the fuck ever.
Yep. So in general, don't be a shithead. Woo!
Yay! Okay. Speaking of which, no, I'm just kidding. Now we're gonna move on to Bethesda.
Bethesda.
And you'll finally have something to say.
Yes.
Yay! But I thought it was important to cover the Nintendo World Championship because it was part of Nintendo's thing at E3.
Yeah, it was a big part of E3 in general.
Yeah, and people really liked it, it seemed. Like, people were like, oh yeah, let's do this like every year. I was like, oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no problem. Anyway. So Bethesda. First off, they started off with a bunch of devs showing up on the screen, and I was like, oh, that's cool. It
was cool.
Women and men, and different looking women and men also.
Yeah.
And it was a very nice way of starting the press conference.
Yes.
I feel. It's like earthly, like very grounded.
Yeah.
And then they showed half an hour of Doom footage.
Yeah, Doom. Woo!
Doom by id Software.
They wanted to show off the guns. I remember the first, gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
Which is guns and different kind of guns, and the chainsaw was amazing. But that was it.
Yeah, I wrote down Doom. You kill demons.
Yeah. Woo!
There you go. You have got the core concept of Doom. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got the core down. Now build on it. I was like, well, it looks like Doom.
It looked nice and violent.
Yeah. There didn't seem to be a cover system.
Yeah.
Huge plus. The levels seem to be kind of open-ended. I don't know how much exploration there will be, but
exactly.
They seem to be like more arena-styled things than like a corridor with chest-high walls, and then which is also good. The guns looked cool. I mean, all right, that's fine. Different kinds of guns, and the shotgun actually had some impact to it. Mm-hmm. And then the chainsaw, I have made a separate remark on the chainsaw. I was like, okay, they brought out the chainsaw, because of course they did.
Oh, I remember my sister was like, fuck yeah, that's amazing, when we were watching. Hell yeah.
It's a staple of the Doom series, so I was like, yeah, chainsaw. I don't have much of a personal relationship to Doom, but I do remember seeing a lot of people play it when I was younger. So I get it. I do get Doom to an extent, even if I didn't ever play it myself. There's like enemies just kind of drop health, which implies that there's no regenerating health, which is good. But some people have said like, well, if enemies drop health when they're killed, that's essentially the same thing because they seem to drop a lot of health. Mm-hmm. But I think that's something you can toggle. Like I would imagine that that's something, or if you can't, someone's gonna make a mod for it.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna make a mod for like the scarcity of health kits. There's weapons, and you can carry more than 2 weapons at a time. Huge plus. And then there's mods. the Doom modding community, big thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm really glad that they acknowledge that.
Exactly.
Oh, do not. No, continue. Recording, please. Okay, Amoldo was like, "Do you want to keep going?" I'm like, "Yes, please, God."
Yeah.
Because it has unlimited recording time, but you just have to sometimes be like, no, we're still going. So there's where were we? All right, mods. The snap map system. I think that was for Doom. That was for Doom.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the snap.
Yeah,
because I was
I
like,
think.
was that for Fallout 4? I don't know. Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's levels. You can make maps, gameplay, etc. Customizable. That's great. Like that's something that Doom needs because the Doom modding community has been a big deal. And then there was Hell. We saw Hell, which is also another staple in the Doom series. Like you're doing it right. Good job. And then the BFG.
Yeah.
Do you know what that actually stands for? The BFG? It's an actual abbreviation.
Not 100% sure.
What would you say? Do you have like an idea?
No, I don't want to say it.
Okay, it stands for Big Fucking Gun.
Oh yeah, all right.
It's an abbreviation for Big Fucking Gun.
Yeah.
And they showed that off. And so, all in all, I thought it looked solid.
Yeah, it looked cool.
Like, if you're into the whole single-player shooter thing, like old school thing, which I am.
And multiplayer.
Yeah, and multiplayer. But it looks like to be once again, more of an old school, because they said that there's like an arena type multiplayer thing. Cool. Which is fine. We'll see how they'll handle that, because in old games, like in Quake, because I put Quake ? At the end, like, because in like Quake and stuff, there's like, and GoldenEye and things, there's like weapon spawns that spawn in specific points, and then the problem with those games was that it always became a race to get to that one really good weapon spawn first. So we'll see how they'll handle that. Maybe they'll like randomize them or something.
Yeah.
If they have that. Or maybe they'll just have like, weapon loadouts like in more like modern shooters, and then but it's still like an arena thing. We'll see. All in all, I thought it would look fine.
Yep.
The one thing that there's two things that people were kind of pissed off about. One was the fact that it was violent.
Oh god.
Like, people were complaining that it's so it's Doom.
Yeah.
It is Doom, like, and it's like, oh my god, it's so unsophisticated, and this violence in video games. It's like, yes, that is did you see the footage?
Yeah.
It's not like a Tomb Raider kind of situation where they're like, oh, you're this frail archaeologist, and then you're popping headshots with a shotgun. In gameplay. Because people like to throw around the term ludonarrative dissonance. Which is like, you probably know what that is.
Yeah.
Like if anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's when the actions of the player and the character do not match up. When the gameplay does not match up to the cutscenes or the way some character is portrayed. So, like, say a character is shown never using a gun in cutscenes and saying that he never uses guns, and then you use a gun in gameplay. So, that's the dissonance. People like to throw that word around, but it often doesn't mean anything. So this is not dissonance. This is violence and brutality is like the thing that Doom is made of.
Exactly.
Like, it is nothing but, and it makes it doesn't try to be a dramatic character. Well, it might try to be a dramatic character piece, but not in terms of its violence. Like, it's like, you're a big dude, but maybe you can play as a woman, who knows? You're a big dude, or a big woman, maybe, and you're blowing limbs off of demons with a shotgun because you're raiding hell.
Yeah, so...
Where's the dissonance in that? So yeah, Doom is violent because it's fucking Doom.
Yeah.
The end.
And it's okay.
I
Things can... games can be violent.
I know, and still be fun and, and not offensive. It's when you start peppering in, like, political agendas and like racist or sexist like undertones or overtones in some cases, or any other like toxic material into your mechanics. That's when it gets offensive. Yeah. This is you going through hell, literally blowing limbs off of demons with a shotgun and then maybe ripping them apart with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
It is action movie popcorn fluff.
Yeah.
That is it. Okay, and the second thing, which I kind of agree with, is that I didn't even, like, I thought, because people were joking, like, oh, it looks like it's drenched in piss. But I was like, well, is that really like a filter? It is a filter. They literally put a yellow filter over everything.
Oh.
No apparent reason. Like, I thought people were joking that it's, like, there's a filter. Because I saw that all the colors and stuff were kind of muted and yellowish.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, okay, like, that's just their direction. But no, it's literally a filter.
Alright.
And I'm like, and then I saw some picture comparisons of the filtered photos versus like, someone who had unfiltered them.
Yeah.
Really, really different and better unfiltered. But I'm like, okay, well, if they're not gonna do it, there's gonna be a mod.
Yeah.
And people can get the mod, and it'll be all good. I mean,
Yep.
we shouldn't count on just, random people making mods for games to make them better, but that's part of the PC scene.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not pretend. Anyways, I don't remember, was it in Doom where they said that you could... No, that was Fallout. That was Fallout with the Xbox One, the mod compatibility thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I haven't... Okay, then they revealed Origin, also called Bethesda Net.
Yep.
Their own little Uplay thing. I was like, well, this was inevitable.
Yep.
We all knew it was coming. Let's just move on.
Exactly.
Let's hope that it doesn't fuck us up completely. It's Bethesda, so I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
For now. Then there was Battlecry.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
It's a battle arena, like, thing that everyone's doing right now. Class-based, multiplayer, blah, 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 words.
It had cool style.
Yeah,
so
the style was fine.
Yeah.
I'm just not very interested in the
me
format,
neither.
because there's so much of that. And we'll also get back to that, because there's more where that came from. But, once again, if it's Bethesda, I'm willing to say that there's gonna be some spin on it.
Yeah.
Like, something that they're gonna do with it, hopefully. Because otherwise, it'll just get drowned in the sea of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, okay. I wrote down that it looks a little like a standard thing, but there's some originality to it, by which I mean the style.
Yeah.
But
basically,
again, yeah, not an expert on that genre, so I can't say. And obviously, we didn't see like anything from it.
Exactly.
So,
just basic stuff.
So then, next up, go ahead.
Dishonored 2.
There you go. I've been waiting for this. I'm like, please say words.
I feel
like I'm having a monologue here. So
I'm excited for very specific things, and basically everything else is cool. That's all right.
Yeah. I know you are, but I know that the things that you're excited for, like, you have stuff to say about.
I do.
Yeah, Dishonored 2. Go ahead.
Yeah. We got one trailer, basically nothing else.
We got a CG thing.
Exactly. And it looked really cool. When it started, I was like, "Is that a female?" I was like, "Hallelujah!"
It was Emily.
It was Emily Caldwin. That was just really cool. I'm having a moment.
Is that the same Emily who was the Emily in the other thing?
Yes.
Okay, it is.
She's all grown up.
Okay, because I was like, is that, or am I remembering this wrong? But I did.
It is.
Cool.
Yes, Emily Caldwin.
Thank you.
And she looked cool, and there was all cool new powers. And,
yeah, she had like some Bayonetta-esque hair shadow stuff going on.
Exactly.
It looked like the Undertow spell from Bioshock Infinite. It reminded me of that.
Yeah.
A lot. So yeah, anyway. Anything else?
Very excited that we can play as Corvo and Emily.
Yes, definitely.
I was like, is Corvo gonna be in it when the trailer came out? So I'm really, really excited about that.
Yeah. And Emily has her own kind of mask.
Mm-hmm.
She has
powers.
Yeah. They are going to sell the shit out of that mask.
Oh yeah.
Probably. I wrote down machines and mines.
Oh yeah.
Some machine stuff, and then you can put down mines or some such.
Yep.
Yeah. So Dishonored 2.
New enemies.
Yeah, there weren't there? Oh right, the machines are the enemies.
Yeah, the enemies.
Yeah, that because I've just written down machines, and I'm like that.
Like,
literally anything.
Oh yeah, cool looking, very slick. Sort of different from the previous game. A lot different from the
did, which
previous
is good.
game.
Like it looks like they're expanding on it.
Yeah, and there was another disease.
Whoa,
obviously,
you just spoke on top of yourself.
Oh,
that was amazing. Go ahead. Can you start that sentence over?
And there were those creepy bugs and a new disease. Obviously, I remember.
Yeah.
Some weird mosquito fly things.
yeah. It looked cool. I'm for it. Like, go ahead. Like, good that they're expanding on it because, I went over this in the predictions thing, but I thought that Dishonored 1. Dishonored 1 was a great game. It was great to have a single-player focused game in a multiplayer environment that just told the story it wanted to tell, didn't waste its time at all. Just like, here's a level, here's a level, here's a level, these are the events that transpire, and this is the ending. Thank you for playing. Good day. I'm like, yes, that's how you tell a story with a video game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, side quests and stuff aren't bad, obviously. Nothing wrong with side quests and, like, enriching the world of whatever you want to create, like RPGs. Yeah. I play a bunch of RPGs. I love side quests because they give awesome equipment and sometimes interesting character stories, like in Mass Effect or what's it? Final Fantasy VII, for example. Like, there's character-specific side quests and everything. Nothing wrong with that. But it's obviously a different kind of game. That's an RPG. This is an action stealth thing.
Yeah.
So I thought it was good, but there was a lot to improve upon. So if they're gonna do that with Dishonored 2, I'll be very pleased.
Yeah, it probably will.
Yeah. And then there's going to be a Dishonored update-y thing, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I am so sick of, like, definitive editions and things coming to, like, oh, this game was 2 years old. Let's port it to the PS4 and make some more money.
Ooh.
There's way too much of that going on. Like, Dishonored is completely fine as a game. If you haven't owned it before, you get a chance to own it with, like, higher fidelity, like, graphics and smoother controls and loading thanks to like higher frame rates and stuff. Great, but there's way too much of that going on to not call it a cash grab in many occasions. On many occasions, we'll get to that once again. There's a lot of stuff we'll get to, but Dishonored update, don't particularly care for it. I really hope that this like let's update a couple-year-old games to get more money thing doesn't become a huge trend.
Yeah.
For The Last of Us, it made sense. I'm just gonna say that right now. For The Last of Us, it made sense because it was it was taxing on the PS3.
Yeah.
Like, really, like they could do what they could, or better. They could do what they wanted to do better, and stuff like that. But then other companies were like, "Hey, we can do that."
Yeah, no, everyone's doing it.
Yay! Anyway, moving on. Elder Scrolls Online. My note is Elder Scrolls Online, and then under it is sure is.
Yep, they just had to put it there because it's Bethesda, and if they didn't put anything about the Elder Scrolls, then people would be like, "Well, where's Elder Scrolls?"
I know. It's like, "Hey, we're making this thing," and everyone's like, "Cool. Is it still shit? Okay."
Yeah.
Or like, is it still underwhelming? I guess was the general consensus.
Yeah.
The general consensus was that it wasn't bad. It was just boring.
Yeah, it's just Elder Scrolls doesn't work as an online game. That's just my opinion.
And then they made an Elder Scrolls Hearthstone thing.
Oh yeah, the card game.
Also known as Elder Scrolls Legends, which I'm like, okay.
Looked fun.
Yeah,
that's it.
You want to... Oh, I'm gonna boot up Twitter real quick. Boot up Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to Twitter real quick, because I want to read some of the tweets, because in case you don't know, I'm not talking to you, obviously, the audience. In case you don't know, the E3 Twitter is one of the best things. Like, Twitter during E3, from certain individuals, is hilarious. And I'm just gonna read some tweets from Jim Sterling, if I get the chance, like, as we go along. Because his Twitter was the one that I was following the most. Like, active, like, live tweeting. I also followed Pro Jared. He has a really good series of, like, 20 to 40-minute videos, like doing summaries of all the press conferences and stuff. I recommend checking those out. Let's see. But yeah, while I'm looking through the Twitter, we'll move on. Elder Scrolls card game, it exists. They wanted some of that money. I was like, I guess The Witcher 3 came out a little too like close to the conference to say this, but I still feel like they saw that The Witcher 3 had a really successful card minigame. And they were kind of like, hey, why not? And then Hearthstone, obviously. I'm sorry about that, all the clicking noises. I can't really do anything about that at the moment.
Yes. You'll
just have to deal with it. I won't do it that much, I promise. Anyways, moving on from card games, I've written down tent with porn. Because yes, that is what Todd Howard said.
Yeah, and Blizzard was closer.
Yeah, it was in the same tent, like the game, the games when they had like con and stuff. Fallout 4 coming out the 10th of November this year. Amazing. Great.
Yes. Ooh,
fantastic.
I should play it. Looks really cool.
Yeah, I should play it too, probably. I'm kind of in the mood for something open-worldy.
Yeah, me too.
Right now. Because, you get exhausted on those games really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
At least in my case, like, there's just so much stuff to do that like, you can only, like, really take one or two big ones, and then you have to take a break for a while. But that's the case with, like, almost every genre of games. Like, if you just play one genre of games, it's gonna get boring.
Yep.
Eventually, so you have to kind of vary it up. But Fallout 4 looks great. There's they've been developing it for 4 years.
Yeah.
Then I wrote down blinky lights equals immersion.
Yeah.
Because like we have painstakingly designed every blinky light for maximum immersion.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff. Like
attention
that's cute.
to detail.
I know. And then we get some Before the Bombs action.
Yep. And what character creation looked cool.
Yeah, it was fun. You can play it. And then they were like, the lady was in the background, and then the lady came up and you can play as a woman. That was like, boom, Ubisoft. Like, people I feel like people are still taking the piss out of Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, Ubisoft, they fucked up so bad.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to have seen more facial creation for the female. They just sort of said that you can play as female, and then they changed to the guy again. I want to see different faces for the female also, please.
You'll get to do that.
So they kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Just be assured that it is there.
Yeah.
Like, it's totally there. So, what else? I wrote down in capital letters, oh my god, the face! When they went to the face creation, because because it has a bit of that, like, BioWare, like, bug-eyed stare thing going on. That's really hard to avoid when you're making a game like this, where the person looks like a robot, kind of. Like, once again, it's like almost impossible to not have that.
Yeah.
So, I won't blame them for it, but it's just, it's always like, getting used to it is always like a bit of like, oh, okay. Especially, the journalist or the guy from the vault that came over, like, the way his mouth moved was just like, are you made of putty?
Yeah.
It was interesting. I was kind of like, I wrote down in capital letters again, like, face!
Yeah.
I'll get over it. It just always takes a while. Then we'll see, what... Oh yeah, dynamic baby creation mechanics.
Yeah. The names.
Yeah, names. I also wrote down names.
Yep. But the fact that they mold the baby to look like your character.
Yeah, dynamic baby creation mechanics.
Yep.
Like, I think
cool.
That needs to be at the back of the box.
Yeah.
Because, AAA titles always have the, like, dynamic lighting and shadows.
Yep.
Fallout 4 needs to have, like, dynamic baby creation.
Yep. Oh, well, cool.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Great.
Baby's gonna be there for like 5 minutes, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly. No, Amoldo. No. No. I went to a different window. It's gonna stop the recording. No, don't. No, it's not. Okay, continue. There we go. Thank God. There's gonna be dynamic dialogue. Like, you can walk away or change the perspective. People are like, kind of like, oh God, the Fallout guy speaks. I have no relation to Fallout, so I'm like, I don't care.
Exactly.
It's like, it's a big deal to other people, but since I've never played Fallout, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
who cares?
that's fine. Oh, this is a tweet from Jim Sterling. Returns to computer. Strategy card game. Goes back into kitchen.
Yeah.
And what else do we have? Layered armor. There's the dog. And people are like, dog meat. Oh God, dog meat.
Oh, then the whole, creating your own house thing.
Yes, I'm getting to that.
All right.
Hold your tongue. We'll get to that. So, you'll have games on the Pip-Boy.
Yes, Pip-Boy. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they have a pre-order bonus for you get the Pip-Boy and then you put it in on your phone on it, and it's like, yay, useless crap.
Yay! Woo!
But people who are really into the series are like, fuck yeah, Pip-Boy.
Yeah, that's probably really cool.
Yeah, I'm like, if you're gonna put a pre-order thing in there, like, at least make it like the most immaculate, weird fucking thing ever.
Yep.
So, let's see. There's some homages in the video games that you can play on the Pip-Boy. There's the DK and Missile Command. And I quote, Todd Howard said that it's the... Oh yeah, he said when he was advertising the Pip-Boy, like, the actual, real one that you get. He said, this is... Like, I hate gimmicks, but this is the best fucking gimmick.
Yeah.
It's like, well, way to justify that.
Yep.
And now we get to the building stuff.
Yes.
There was also Fallout Shelter, I'm going to point out. Fallout Shelter is a thing. No paywalls. Almost no paywalls. Well, no paywalls. You can pay money. Obviously, they have to have some, free-to-play thing. You can pay money to get booster packs. But there's no paywalls, no waiting times. You just play the game,
which is nice.
That's how you do a mobile game.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do a mobile game, do it like that. Dungeon Keeper mobile. Just saying, EA.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, and the figurines. The little figurines that they had, like at the end.
Oh yeah.
They're like, yeah, get your free things. And two people have. Two people have tweeted. They're giving away too much of what they'll sell us later in the inevitable art book. And then another person says, like, I'm glad they're showing us a montage of what your pre-order bonus gets you at GameStop. The little plushies.
Yeah.
It obviously will. But yeah, the building. Go ahead. You want to talk about it?
I remember. The guy said that they went overboard with it, as always, and they kind of did, because there's lots to do.
I know, I was like, this is like, because a lot of games have like a tower defense thing for some reason.
Yeah, but this is like, you can, make your own place.
Just a token tower defense, like, oh yeah, here's some guys in a place and you defend it maybe.
Yeah.
But this is like, no, every single piece of crap that you get, like, yields like...
Yeah.
Stuff that you can use to build your own house and stuff. And other things. And turrets and really, really, really detailed billboards
and
you can make
stuff. Like, but what's really nice is that it's completely optional. You don't have to do it.
That's the best thing. That I was also about to say, like, you don't have to do it.
Exactly.
It's not like a Dead Space.
Because there are people who hate this kind of stuff.
I know, like, I'm not too much into it, mainly because I suck at, like, being creative like that. But, like, the fact that the option is there, like, I might dabble.
Yeah, like, I kind of like it. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I think
terrible
it's
if you have to do it, if the game forces you to do it.
I know, because
you can if you want to. That's good, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's not creative if the game is like, oh yeah, you do this now. It's like, I didn't want to. Yeah, but you do it.
Because, in Skyrim and, Oblivion, you can buy a house and you can, you can leave stuff at your house. And in Skyrim, you can build your own house. It's that small DLC, so they're kind of making the same thing. And in Skyrim,
Except
I
it's
always
not DLC.
it's not. It's in the game.
Yeah.
So in Skyrim, I usually buy a house, and it becomes my home base, and I kind of go there.
Right.
I mean, it's useless, but I love going there because it's my
you like it anyway.
home base. It's my nest, and it belongs to me. So this is kind of cool. You can build your own.
Live out your fantasy in Fallout 4 of building your own little shanty town in a post-apocalyptic world. It's like, this is my house.
Create your own community,
Yeah. And then shoot anyone who's not part of your community.
Exactly. Like, get the fuck out of my lawn.
Yay! That's fun. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm not saying that I'm not interested. I'm saying that I suck. Two different things. Please understand. Anyways, that was the Bethesda conference. Really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
it was their first, own press conference, right? Yeah.
It was.
So it was good.
And,
it was really good.
They can't afford to do that every year because they just don't put out that many games. But
this year they had Fallout, so it was a good idea to do it.
Great. That is how you showcase a game, by the way.
Yeah.
Real gameplay, and lots of it.
Yeah.
Both for Doom and for Fallout 4. Lots of game. Like, obviously it was rehearsed as hell. The Doom. Like, the Doom thing felt, especially, was like, oh, this guy has gone through this thing like a billion times. But like, at least they showed the game and how it looks and how it plays for real. And they didn't add annoying fucking chatter to where fake online people talk into microphones that are not really there. Ubisoft. That was like one of the worst things. Oh lord, I can't wait to rip apart that thing. Once we get the Ubisoft thing, I hated it.
Yep.
But yeah, like long stretches of gameplay showcasing what your game is about. Great. We actually saw the thing that we are going to end up playing very soon. That is also how you announce a game. You do not announce a game and say that it's in development, like
exactly,
or say that you are announcing that you're going to announce something, because that also happened, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. If you don't, we'll get to that. There's so much like we'll get to that. It's like. In contrast to this awesome display of like how to market a game. Oh shit, where did my recording go? My recording went away for some reason.
Woo!
Oh, it's still recording. Great. Fantastic.
Okay, good.
Thank God. I was really worried.
Yeah.
But that's how that is how you showcase a game and sell it to us. You show us the fucking game.
Yep.
Thank you. So I thought they did really well.
Yeah, it was cool.
Now we're going to move on to not the PC gaming show that comes last.
Yeah.
To Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Let's see. They started out with a basic like shizzle reel type thing. Okay, fine. I'm like, and then I wrote down, games always innovative. That's what they were like innovating. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop. The word is crying in a corner right now. Innovative. You've heard its feelings. Go apologize. It's not. You're not being innovative. Groundbreaking, innovative. I'm like, nope.
Nope. Seen that before. Go away.
Yeah, I wrote down, games always innovative, groundbreaking. So anyway, Halo 5.
Yeah. Halo 5.
They used the word epic. I made notes of some like buzzwords that people just kind of threw in. Halo 5. It's Halo.
Looks pretty.
Yeah, it's gonna be Halo. It's gonna definitely be a Halo game. Apparently, it turns out the multiplayer is gonna have microtransactions. So I was like, damn it!
Oh no!
Fuck! Like you had one job.
Microtransactions everywhere. Woohoo!
I know. Like you had one job. Give us the multiplayer, and that's it.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I don't play Halo.
Neither do I.
Anything
but
about Halo.
I feel bad for the people who do play Halo.
Yeah.
And they...
Was it? Did it have a name? Halo 5 Guardians, wasn't it?
Yes, Guardians. Yeah. It was.
Guardians. Yeah.
My pen actually started running out of ink or something, so I had problems writing about it. The Microsoft press conference. So I apologize if my notes are really jumbled. Like if we're not going in order.
Oh well.
But yeah, Halo. It's gonna be a Halo. And and they threw in a little banner at the bottom saying pre-order now.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it! Like you were so close to not putting that in, but then you couldn't resist.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Oh well.
Anyway, then we're moving on to more Microsoft. Halo Guardians is coming out the 27th of October 2015, so good job on announcing a game and then giving it a date that is relatively close to the actual release. More Halo, about the story, blah blah blah. They use the word big and ambitious, great, fantastic. And epic, man, they are just all in with the buzzwords. Ambitious was something that was thrown around a lot. They went to the multiplayer, said it was so big, and there's war zones, and it's a different kind of PvP thing. Okay, I haven't played Halo Online.
Yeah, so...
I played one Halo game, and that was ODST, and people seem to hate that game, and I didn't even play the online.
Yeah, so
can't really comment on that, but hey, if you're into Halo, just you go girls and boys. Yeah. Just beware of the microtransactions and try to fucking grit your teeth and get through it, please. Don't let that affect you too much. Oh, right. Then we got a CT trailer for Recore.
Recore, yeah.
With an exploding dog.
Yeah, that looked cool.
Because killing dogs is like the thing for maximum emotional impact. But and this one is the best kind of dog killing simulator because you can keep doing it.
Yeah, ooh.
You put the core back into a thing, and then you can put the core into another dog robot, and then you're gonna kill it again. And then be sad again.
Yay! Exactly.
You know,
excellent.
They didn't
But
show...
loving the female character.
Yeah, lots of representation this year. Great
that's
representation.
really...
Like both ethnicities and like especially genders. Like good job. Good job E3. Like they actually had women on stage. And both women and also women in games. So, great. I like the female character too. I was like, it's made by the person who, like, from the makers of Metroid Prime. I was like, Retro Studios, because they're owned by Nintendo. I was like, did something happen? But no, it's a person who is no longer working at Retro Studios.
Yeah.
And then the creator of Mega Man, Keiji Inafune, which looks sweet. Why not? Like,
yeah, that's cool.
Can't really say anything. It was a CG trailer. It was really hard to tell. So I will not get. I refuse to get like super excited about it. But I'm gonna say that if that actually carries into gameplay and the gameplay looks interesting, then good. Right now, all we know pretty much is that it exists and it's going to be a thing.
Yeah, it's a new story.
Yeah, new IP, which is also a plus.
Yep.
And then I wrote down, ha ha ha, gamers first, that's it, again. They kept going with it. And then I don't know if it was Phil Spencer. It might have been Phil Spencer who said this. Who said, we've listened to you. I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, sure.
Like, you can say that you've listened to us, but only because we were, like, constantly yelling in your ear, like, stop fucking us over!
Exactly.
Stop it, and then you had to listen to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, about the Doom violence thing, there's a tweet, once again. These are all by Jim Sterling, because I just have his Twitter page open. If we're criticizing Doom for being too violent, I'm finally taking Nintendo to task for putting animals in Animal Crossing. That's how integral the thing is. But, you know, besides that, or back to the topic at hand. Recore, it exists.
Look. It's cool. We'll see more.
They have listened to us, technically, they can say that, and if you were to ask, like, what did you mean by that? It's like, well, technically, we're not lying.
Yeah. Woo.
It's like, I guess technically you have. Let's see. Yeah. Oh. Backwards compatibility. Hey! You can play your old shit. You can play your old stuff. That's cool.
Pretty good. That's really good. That's, like, very good.
You know, the thing that's supposed to exist as a default. Like, the thing that you're supposed to be able to do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what's the catch? At what point are they going to start off gating certain games behind Xbox Live?
Yeah, we'll see.
I am too jaded to trust the fact that this will remain free forever. They will eventually start doing a thing where they will I sound less sorry. They'll eventually probably start doing a thing where they'll start gating off content.
Oh yeah.
I'm expecting that. I would not be surprised. Yeah, it does things, you know.
Yeah.
Because they were like, you can play games and buy it digitally and put in your discs. And I'm like, yes, it does the things that it's supposed to do. Great.
So, yeah, woo, thanks.
There was some unnecessary Windows stuff. I don't know what it was. I've just written down unnecessary Windows stuff.
Yeah, stuff. I don't care about
obviously,
stuff.
But obviously, Windows. Ooh.
Yeah.
Right. Then, there's a new controller. Great. It has a standard audio headphone jack.
Cool.
So you can put in the headphones that, you actually use.
Yeah.
Let's see. Same stuff from Bethesda. Also using ambitious exclusive offer.
Of course.
Yeah, there's the mod transfer for Fallout 4.
Yeah.
That's cool. That is nice.
It's very good.
And what else do I have? I know I have... Right, there's the DayZ developer. He came on stage. And he said the most baffling line ever. He said he wants to make a game that's not a game.
Sure.
I mean, write a book.
Yeah.
There you go. Write a choose-your-own-adventure book.
Oh, well.
Also, he's apparently notoriously known for abandoning his own game, DayZ.
Yeah.
He just left the development of that, never finished it, so people are kind of bitter. Microsoft knows that all we really want to do is play Cameo Elements of Power again. Okay, let's get this over with, then cut to the exclusive Fallout DLC on Xbox One bit. Yes, they did that,
Yeah.
kind of, sorta. What else? Yeah, they have a new controller, and I'm sure someone was, masturbating to that footage. The way it was filmed. It always just seems like it. Same thing with, like, car commercials and stuff. Yeah, Bethesda did some things. That's EA stuff. We're not gonna go into that. Yeah, The Division.
Oh, yeah.
Exclusive beta of The Division, because of course. That's
of course.
That's what's gonna bring people over, an exclusive look at the unfinished product. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually Splinter Cell. No, that's a Division. Yeah, once again, I apologize for my stuff being so cluttered. You can get Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2 with Rainbow Six Siege, which, hey, great. More value. Not groundbreaking, though.
Yep.
It comes out, Siege comes out on the 13th of October, 2015.
Yep.
It's like, oh my god, color! Oh, it's a free-to-play arena brawler thing.
Yeah.
Gigantic, they call it. This might be all EA, I apologize. Actually, that was already EA, sorry. But what besides that? There was something, oh yeah, car porn! There we go,
Yeah,
cars!
Porn. Yeah, Forza Motorsport 6.
I know. I like the series, I just don't like the way they're presenting it.
Yeah, well.
It's like, is this like someone asked, I think it was Total Biscuit, who was like, is this Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah.
And they were lowering the car down, like, look at it. And I was like, that
Yeah,
sure is
well.
a car. We've gone back to the car show thing from last year. Fantastic. Oh yeah, and the EA Access thing.
Oh.
Whoop-de-doo. Peter Moore came on stage and was like, EA Access. And then everyone was like, and then he was like, I know that you're all excited for this year's Madden. That's so funny.
So excited.
I
yes.
know. Same thing with Destiny was that was the Sony press conference that they had.
Yeah.
But it was so. I know you're all excited for Madden. Chirp.
Sure.
So beautiful. It's like, nope. No one's excited for Madden.
Yep.
Jim Sterling says, download an EA app and play games for free. You lost me at EA.
Yep.
Like, it's only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. They have already started gating off demos as, paid content for the service.
Yeah.
So don't get your hopes up, people.
Nope.
Yeah. Yep. We're gonna continue the recording. And besides that, yeah, EA showed up and then they went away, which I was like, yay, bye. Not gonna miss you. See you at your actual press conference.
Yep.
No, this is all EA stuff, and then they dropped the bombshell. Well, at one point of early access.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Fuck!
Yeah.
It's spreading. Cut the limbs or the heads before the limbs can grow back. No, stop it." It was like this is like the beginning of some sort of an end.
Yeah.
It's like no, please no. And but they just went with it, and everyone was like, no, stop. Early access on Xbox, like seriously, it was like the virus is spreading.
Yeah.
Stop it before it's too late. And yeah, I had the same reaction. I wrote down in all caps, in big letters, like, early access, no. So,
No.
like, not really excited for that. Like, I would rather have the finished products, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, but, you know, some indie devs got to come on stage and be like, hey, we're making games, woo. And there was a lot of like played first on Xbox 360. Is like that means it's coming to Windows, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it means it's coming to Windows. Okay, cool. I don't have to buy an Xbox One then. Bye.
Woo.
That was that. And then but Beyond Eyes. Hey, that's cool.
Yep.
That was like the one game that I really liked. There's a new game from the Fulbright guys. You know, the people who made Gone Home. And that's fine too. You know, if you own an Xbox One, then hey, you have early access now. Enjoy it.
It's like, woo.
Yeah, it's like hey. So let's see. There was something. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I want to cover. I don't have much else.
Wasn't there Dark Souls 3?
Oh yeah, it was so brief that I completely forgot.
Yeah,
but
like, it was there.
Dark Souls 3. Everyone's like, Dark Souls, it's over. Oh yeah, I remember. I was trying to write it down, and by the time I had finished writing it down, because I was having some problems with my pen, it was already done.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Yeah, like it's done. Yay, that's it.
There was some Tomb Raider stuff also, wasn't there?
Thank God you reminded. And Gears of War. Where are my notes on this? For fuck's sake! Like I know I made notes on this, but they're just. Oh yeah, Plants vs Zombies. Oh my God, I cut it. Sorry, I went over so much stuff. Tomb Raider. They fucking rubbed the exclusive fucking bullshit in our face so hard. I was like, it's not exclusive. Yeah. It's not exclusive. It's timed. You know, played exclusively on Xbox 360, Xbox One. Sorry. And they were like, and I was like, fuck you. Yeah. Because you know, I like Tomb Raider. I want to play Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I was like, don't call it exclusive. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm really mad about that because they even featured it in their little like, you know, lineup. Like, this is the only place where you can play Tomb Raider. No, it's not. No, it's not. You stole it from us. You bastards. You can tell that this affects me really. I'm so angry about that. Fuck that. God damn Microsoft. I hate you for that.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
It's coming out. I think it was November again.
Probably November. November 10th, 2015.
Yeah, because I remember reading that. Yeah, it's coming out. Cool. Whatever.
Yep.
Fuck you for buying the exclusive deal.
Yeah.
They showed some gameplay.
Oh yeah, they did.
And I was like, how about some actual raiding? And I was so happy because everyone else on Twitter said the exact same thing. Like, how about some actual raiding in the Tomb Raider game?
Yeah.
Because they were like, you're climbing up a snowy hill. I'm like, where's the tombs? Where's the tombs? And then the trailer came and I was like, oh, there they were. That's great. Someone even posted on Twitter like, tombs confirmed for Tomb Raider Rise of the Tomb Raider. Like, yay! Woo! Tombs in Tomb Raider. So, you know, the gameplay was nothing impressive. I was like, yep, and more abuse, because, you know, that was popular in the last game, just beat the shit out of Lara Croft.
Yep.
I was like, we really didn't need that anymore, but you made an engine.
Exactly.
And we'll get to the engine thing when we get to Square Enix, because they went into detail about that before.
Yeah.
And then there was a new... Oh, Rare! How could I forget? Rare! There was a Rare thing, like 30 Rare games for $30.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, cool, great.
Rare Reflections.
Yeah. Yes. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, it was like Rare Replay. Or something like that.
Yeah, it's Rare Replay.
Yes. So I was like, yay, that's cool, Rare. Like, remember when they made games?
Yeah.
And then they showed off a new Rare game called Sea of Thieves. And I was like, oh my god, they're making an actual video game and not sports stuff.
Exactly, woo!
Like Microsoft let them out of their cage. So, it might end up being good, who knows, we saw very little of it, but it's great to see that Rare is actually making games now.
Yep.
And then there was new Gears of War.
Yep.
Which they, in the trailer, just called Gears 4. Even though it's not called that. It is apparently called Gears of War 4, I think.
Yeah.
So they were like
Gears of War 4. Yeah, I don't think it had anything else. Yeah, just that.
Yeah, it was.
But I haven't played the previous one, so I don't know shit about this game.
Once again, I feel like I've been monologuing for a small eternity.
That's alright.
But like, I made notes, damn it. So, yeah, haven't played them. Can't say anything about it.
Looks cool.
Yeah, apparently they're gonna focus more on like horror elements.
So that's nice.
Which is like, okay. And the characters looked like human beings and not prime rib steaks.
Yeah. So that's nice.
Let's see, is there any... Sea of Thieves has my attention.
Oh yeah. But I think that's for Microsoft, I mean...
Yeah, cool. Oh yeah, Jim Sterling says, what are all these games with colors doing in the Microsoft presser? They're blowing my mind here. I wrote down the exact same thing. I wrote down in capital letters, like, color! Like, every time there was a game that had color in it, I wrote down, like, color! Yay!
Woo!
It's really happy.
Nice to see color.
Mm-hmm. And they had Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
That was Microsoft, right? HoloLens, holographic... Witchcraft.
Something.
I was like, that is like so... That looks cool, but it's probably not going to be useful.
Yeah.
At least for now. Like, you can do stuff that's really cool, but it's probably not that great gameplay-wise.
Yep.
But it looks cool. The end. And you can sync it up with your Oculus, which you can sync up with your Windows 10, which you can sync up with your Xbox One or something like that. It's like, get all the things. Which I'm like, okay, HoloLens looked cool.
Yep.
And then I looked at my own table, and I was like, there's so much shit on my table that is totally not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like, I would need I would need to clear everything out probably. Do stuff. But I think that was everything with Microsoft. They were alright. Yeah. They're just not for me.
Yep.
Their stuff it's just not generally not my jam.
Yeah.
But if you're into Microsoft, then hey, they had a pretty solid show.
Yeah, they did.
There was a lot of CG trailers and a lot of like stuff that we only vaguely saw, kind of like it exists, which was kind of unfortunate. But if you like Microsoft, then hey, you have something to look forward to at least.
Exactly.
And who was next? Next was EA.
Oh my god.
Oh my, I was about to say the same thing. Oh yeah, Plants vs. Zombies happened. Oh no, this is EA. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
EA.
EA was Plants vs. Zombies and stuff. Oh, this is where I have my Rise of the Tomb Raider and Rare Replay and Fable Legends, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Cool. Whatever. Not really interested in Fable either. Once again, their stuff is just not for me.
Yep.
Like Microsoft. EA,
they started they started with Mass Effect, and that was cool.
How do you feel about Mass Effect Andromeda being a thing? That's pretty much all you can say.
I'm very excited. I love Mass Effect, so basically whatever they do, I'm gonna probably love it because it's a really solid game series.
We'll see how it turns out.
It was just a cinematic trailer, so we didn't really see shit. Mako's in it. The car.
Oh,
First
wait.
name.
Okay, that's great. Everyone wanted
that was
that
great.
because everyone wanted that one back.
You
know, if there's anything people wanted from the previous Mass Effect games, it was the bumpy car. It was a bumpy car.
That was impossible to drive.
Control.
Maybe it's better.
It was impossible. Yeah, maybe it's better.
Maybe it's better. Pretty cool music, nice name. I like the name. Didn't really tell me at all if it's a prequel or a sequel.
Nope.
You know.
There was more car porn. Yep. Sorry, go on. Did you have something?
No, that was it actually.
there was more car porn with Need for Speed. I'm like, hey, new Need for Speed, cool. And they're like,
yay, cars.
They threw around the words innovation, size, and brand. There's brand deals probably going on like crazy, obviously because it's a car game.
Yeah.
They talked about the narrative of Need for Speed. I was like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
That's cute. But it's cool that they are taking elements from like Underground and all sorts of things. You can like tune stuff, and then you have different modes that you can play. It's okay. If you like Need for Speed, maybe it'll turn out well, or it might be just a disjointed, like uncoordinated mess with all of the events and stuff. And if nothing really, like, it could be that nothing really gels together, and everything's kind of just like half-assed because they didn't focus on any particular thing. Like, yeah, it could be pretty much anything. But all right. New Need for Speed is happening, and they were like, we'll have you questioning whether it's what is reality. I'm like, I'm pretty sure reality doesn't include police chases and nitros and pimping your ride.
Oh well.
That much, but yeah. CG trailer once again. There was a lot of stuttering going on, like with the presenters.
Oh yeah.
Like I noticed it. You know, didn't detract from the experience, but I don't know. Star Wars, obviously.
The Old Republic, Knights of the Fallen Empire. It looked cool.
Free to subscribers, but not other people because hey, someone has to pay for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you like, God, this is turning out to if you like X, you may like X.
Yep.
Like, if there's people playing it and like still dedicated to it, I suppose it's worth it. Like, worth it to make another thing. But it was a CG trailer. We don't know anything about it. I can't say anything about the quality. It could be a horrible expansion.
Exactly, but
might have nothing to do with Star Wars.
Cool. Yeah,
it existed. So not really exciting. Just kind of like, it's there. 17th of October. I missed some stuff. Oh no, wait, that was for Battlefront, I think. Yeah, I missed some stuff at the end because my internet crapped out, or the stream crapped out rather. And then there was Unravel. Oh my God, Unravel! Did you just talk about Unravel?
Unravel. It looks amazing. I so want to play it.
And the guy was so cute.
He was so nervous.
I know, you can see his hand shaking.
He was adorable, but Yarny.
And I have this cat, and then it was like his hand was going like, I was like, are you okay? Do you need something? Do you have a stroke? Please, God, drink some water or something. Poor guy. I was like, can we just have this guy?
Yeah.
You know, do the rest of the press conference?
Everything. He was adorable. And Yarny was adorable. The game looks amazing.
Yeah, the game looks so cute. Yeah. Because it was just because they were like boring men in business suits.
Yeah.
And then this guy with white hair and like a little chain tattoo comes out, and it's like, I have this game that I'm really excited about. I really want to talk about it. I'm like, oh.
He was so real.
I know, he was so
honest. Everything's so scripted, so he sounded real. Like he actually meant it.
I know. Exactly. He was just like, I've been working on this really hard, and I really wanted to make something personal and small, and then I came up with this Yarny. He showed the cat, and was like, oh my God. This guy.
Yeah.
It was all very adorable and like a fresh of breath air.
I know, and the game looked really cool.
Yeah, the game looked great. I was like, Kirby's epic. This is not Kirby, but it has yarn in it. What is this?
Yeah.
But yeah, you have that like yarn unraveling behind you, and you use that for gameplay. It will probably be. I'm looking forward to it. I will say.
Yeah, me too.
It's cool to see actual gameplay.
Yep.
And I also wrote in color. Yay. Right. Oh yeah, Plants vs Zombies. Garden Warfare 2. I was like, eh.
Yeah, I don't
I wrote down.
play it, so.
Yeah, I wrote down. Do we need this? Like, was there
Yeah,
a
well,
huge cloud?
make money from it. People play it.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I mean, I guess it's kind of nice.
Oh wow, you're
To
turning
see
into a
a game that doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah, that was fun. That was the one. I will give the series, like the Garden Warfare thing, I will give it the fact that it was like it looked nice because it was, once again, it was colorful and it knew what it was, which is fine. I'm just afraid that it's EA and the last game was notorious for having horrible microtransactions in it, like just awful. Like like what they did is that they didn't have microtransactions. They made it really hard to unlock characters and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they introduced microtransactions as a solution, quote unquote, to the problem that they created, and that's really sleazy.
Yeah.
So I'm apprehensive about that game, but it looks fun.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and then something like, ooh, single player experience, fucking bots. Great.
Yeah. Woo.
Free updates. You know, free updates for what? You have free updates for them to give you, like, hey, we updated the thing, and now you have more paid content to get. Like, you know, free updates could literally mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you still hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, okay, good. Sports.
Sports, boring.
I know, I wrote down in capital letters, sports. The end.
Yeah. Let's just leave it at that. I don't really care at all.
There was a hoop god. Everyone was like, oh, praise the hoop god. And then they brought out Pele.
Oh, yeah.
Which was like, I respect that person.
Yeah.
I felt really bad for him.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, he was meant to promote FIFA, but he didn't say a single word about FIFA.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, FIFA, cool, great. Let's see, there's some, joking aside, blah blah blah. There needs to be an entire press conference of that adorable nervous man with a hand tattoo playing with his yarn can.
Yeah.
Says Jim Sterling.
There was Mirror's Edge.
Oh yeah, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. It sure was. Then it wasn't anymore. We could have seen some gameplay of that instead of the Plants vs Zombies thing.
Yeah, but
I would have traded that in very nicely.
We got some story, so that's cool.
Yeah, sure. I just want to see something of it. Once again, I'm not gonna get excited for it until I see some actual, like, you know, what they did to the gameplay.
Yeah, it comes out next year. Oh yeah, February.
Yes, I remember, like Q1 of 2016. I'm surprised they didn't bring out the literal devil to talk about EA's mobile division.
Yeah.
I forgot that they even had a mobile division. They had they had the fucking Minions thing. And everyone was like, grrr.
Oh yeah.
Drooling out the sides of their mouth. That was like awful. And they kept going with the fucking sports. Just kept banging on.
That's EA. That's EA. Sports, and then BioWare and, you know, Mirror's Edge and Star Wars, basically.
Yeah, basically. They had some more stuff, but I can't find it. Let's see. Oh yeah, they kept teasing us with the Star Wars Battlefront thing.
Oh yeah.
They were like, no, don't worry guys, please guys, don't leave, don't click off the screen, he's coming, we swear to God, oh my God.
We're gonna talk about it. And then they talked about it. And
the gameplay demo was cool.
Yeah, it looked really cool. I like that you can play as a good guys or bad guys.
Yeah, that's great. Like, whatever. EA would win my heart forever if they just firebombed their own stage right now.
Yeah.
Probably talking about the mobile thing. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He is, yes. And now we present Football Story Corner. Can this be a game? Pele story corner. You select dialogue options to ask him questions about the football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love how the press conference flashed up in 15 minutes. Star Wars Battlefront, like they're begging us to stay awake.
Exactly.
It's like, please, please, don't go. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one made me laugh too. Like, I love being told about an evil corporation run by a besooted white freedom hater at an EA presser.
Yeah.
You know, there's an evil corporation controlling everything. People who live in glass houses.
Yeah.
Back to sports, apparently. Star Wars Battlefront, great, no problems with that. The sound effects were really cool.
Yes, they were.
Well, that was EA.
Yep,
pretty much. EA was EA. Not really, nothing spectacular except for the Star Wars Battlefront demo, which they teased us with for the entirety of the press conference.
Yeah.
That was all I got. Like, hey, Star Wars Battlefront, thank you, bye. Like, that's okay, cool. We'll get to the best and worst of show stuff at the end, okay?
Yeah.
So if you have... Okay, Ubisoft.
Ubisoft!
South Park. Fractured
Oh,
Butthole.
yeah.
They promised they would never make another game, but they were like, let's make another game.
Yeah, I mean, it made a hell of a lot of money, the first one, and it was good.
It was good. So
yeah, it was good.
And now they're playing superheroes, which I'm like, good. That is exactly
cool.
the direction you want to take it. Cool. Great. And Aisha Tyler was good.
Yep.
I liked her a lot. She does get better at it every year. I was like, yeah, Aisha Tyler. And then she was talking with like Trey Parker and the people, South Park guys. It was actually entertaining.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, that's nice.
She's like the only presenter who's, natural.
Yeah, like really just went with the flow.
Yep.
It was cool. And she also felt like more real because of it. For Honor.
Boring.
Really? Because I'm like, yay, For Honor. I mean, I'm kind of okay with it. It seems like...
It looked cool and nice, but I don't play games like that, so...
Right, I wrote down it looks interesting, but, like, once again, probably not for me.
Yeah.
I love how the demo was obviously scripted, because he started fighting in the crowd.
Uh-huh.
And then he ran up to the thing to have a one-on-one thing.
Yep.
I was like, wow, that was as natural as... that was a very natural, transition. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
But... I'm interested in the game because of the guy who came up to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. He had a cane.
And rings and a beard. It's like, you want to play my game. Are you ready? I was like, oh, just talk forever. Just say words.
Yep.
he was so like metal.
Yeah.
That I was like, yes, I approve of this. So that's really the reason I was interested in it. It was because of the guy who came and presented it. I was like, yeah, you go, dude. Yeah, For Honor, right. Apparently he's going to maybe be a character in the game. Like, he better be.
Yep.
It reminded me, a lot of people have compared it to like Dynasty Warriors. And stuff, which I'm like, yeah, but the sword play, the way they kind of advertise that, reminds me of Bushido Blade, which was like a Square-developed, like, sword fighting game, or like, like martial arts game, where it was about timing and blocking and using the correct, like, sets of moves and predicting your opponent, and it's like, this one-on-one, like, martial arts fighter thing.
Yeah.
With weapons, where it was much more about accuracy and, like, accuracy and timing more than just swinging your stuff.
Yeah.
And seeing who. So it reminded me of that, and that interests me. But if you're not interested, you're not interested. That's fine.
Yep.
I totally understand that. I'm not probably I don't think I'm gonna buy it, but I'll be interested to see what comes of it.
Yep.
Like for the people who are. The Crew has an expansion. I didn't know anyone was still interested in it.
Yeah, me neither.
And then there was a cat riding a unicorn with rainbows and a gun.
Oh my god. That was amazing.
I was like, fuck yeah, Finland!
Yeah.
Because it was for Trials Fusion, you know?
Yeah.
From Finland. Awesome level max. You know, I'm sorry I'm saying you know a lot. But we don't know what it's gonna be yet. It could be other shit because it was only a CG trailer. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking you know. Stop! I'm gonna slap myself. But we don't know what it's gonna be.
Exactly.
But no, don't say you know. Don't stop. Okay. But it was a cat riding a unicorn shooting guns.
No, it looked really fucking cool, so...
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
It certainly has my attention.
Exactly.
Even if it ends up being shit. The Division. Oh.
More about The Division, but I'm so bored of talking about The Division. I'm kind of like, just fucking release it already.
Can we just get
March 8th next year.
Yes.
We finally have a date.
28th. Oh, I thought it was 28th of March. The 28th. Yeah, I've written down the 28th.
Oh well, something.
March 2016. I'm like, just get it over with. It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when this wasn't recorded, but I told you that The Division was kind of riding on the Watch Dogs hype train? Yeah, that has come and it has gone.
Yeah.
It's gone way past its, like, you know, hype thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm so done with it. Like, being presented.
I was like, it looked cool last year when we saw the trailer. I was like, yeah, it looks cool. But now, I mean, it has multiplayer, right?
Yes, it does. It's a multiplayer focus.
It's a multiplayer. So I was like, well, fuck that. I'm bored of multiplayer.
I know,
that was
exactly.
It for me.
Like, stop invading my single player things. I just want to play my game.
Single player games. I mean,
which
I'm
we
not
had,
a multiplayer.
Which we had this year.
Exactly.
Had a
which
huge
is
amount.
Good.
Yes, great. But I'm really sick of these things where it's like seamless multiplayer. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want to be constantly connected. Either if I choose to play online, I go to the options and then I'm like multiplayer and then I play multiplayer. Yeah. I don't want other people constantly coming in and out of my experience. It's distracting.
Yeah.
And then the fucking fake chatter that they had going on.
Oh, yeah.
I want to kill someone. I was like, there's good loot in there. Oh, yeah, Oh, doesn't this look exciting? You're lying!
Yeah.
You're like, that's all lies. They were rehearsed. They actors.
Exactly. You are actors. Exactly.
With lines. And no one talks like that. It's like, you know, there was a point where they saw some guys. And like, there's two guys and blah, blah, blah. Oh no, there's other players. In a real online environment, it's like, hey, there's some dudes, shoot them.
Yep.
It's like, apparently no one talks about loot, which I understand.
Yeah.
Like, you don't say there's some good loot there. I'm gonna try my gear. It's like, no, you say, like, let's go.
Yeah.
It makes it look more exciting than it is. Absolutely. And no one, if you get that into your fictional, like, online multiplayer session of, like, you betrayed us.
Yeah.
Like, this is coming from a complete hermit. Go outside. See the sun. Please. Yeah. It's a fictional situation of some guy who did things in a video game. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we share pretty much the same opinion of
Yeah.
I wrote down really awkward. They had the Willem scream.
Oh, yeah, they did.
I was like, really? Really? Like, you know, you might have been able to pass it off as real to some people at some point, but then you went in and did that. Yeah. And, at one point, one of the guys said, my HP is low. And I looked at their HP bar, it was like almost full.
Yeah.
I was like, man. Moving on. Yeah, sorry. Could you, yeah?
No, that one, nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Anno 2205. Okay.
It exists. Yep.
Ubisoft was like, we're gonna get some of that SimCity money.
Yeah.
And I know that the Anno series is actually like a long-running thing, but it felt like so in the face for EA. Like, hey, want a city building simulator? Here you go. Let's make it do it better.
Yep.
I wrote down building because fuck EA. Fuck them for shutting down Maxis. Just Dance 2016. Moving on. Okay.
Yeah, woo!
I think some person who I followed on Twitter who was like a music person said like when Jason Derulo came on stage said auto-tune, everything is forgiven.
Yep.
It's come back and fixed. I was like, this is the worst live singing I have heard in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Like,
it was bad.
Like, oh, and he wasn't even doing the dance that the background was like the Just Dance thing was going on. Like the background dancers were, I think. But he wasn't. And then he got shut down by Aisha Tyler.
Yep.
He was like, come dance with, and he grabbed her hand, and she's like, no, girl, no, son, no. And
oh man,
he called Just Dance by the name of this video game.
Yeah.
I was like, just please get him off stage. Please get him off stage. Just to go.
Oh yeah.
And I noticed that not a lot of video game journalists or people knew who the fuck he was. I'm like, how do you not know who the fuck this is? It's Jason Derulo. Like
Derulo. Yeah.
I know. Like I know that we both kind of follow the pop scene a bit more closely. I think than most people. Like we know about like new hits and like artists and bands and stuff.
Yeah.
Like generally, like when stuff comes out, we actually listen to it and kind of react to it. But it was just funny to see people like, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this must be like more torturous for you because you don't even know that this guy is actually really, really famous.
Exactly.
It's just some dork singing very badly into a microphone. I was like, okay, Just Dance, cool, the end.
Exactly, the end.
Let's just move on very quickly. Then we moved on to Rainbow Six Siege beta, which I was like, oh my god, another exclusive beta, stop!
Yeah.
It happened.
A multiplayer game, oh my god, that's it.
I know, that's exactly my reaction. And more canned chatter. Slightly more natural than the other one.
Yeah.
But still,
which
like,
was good.
Some people were saying, like, I played the alpha, and this is not at all how these matches go. At all. I'm like, okay, fine. That's another thing going on, yay. Not much to say about it. It's a rainbow. If you like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Who knows? Because once again, like, it might end up being shit. We don't know. Those are always very rehearsed, very controlled environments.
Exactly.
Trackmania. Trackmania Turbo. I was like, color! It was the, the car game where you get to make your own courses. I'm really into that series. Like, I haven't played it, but I remember when the first one came out, I was really excited. And I almost got to play the demo, but it was during, like, dial-up times. Remember dial-up internet?
Yeah.
So downloading that demo took a long time, and then someone accidentally canceled the download right before it was about to end. And we were not going to sit through that again.
Yeah.
So, so I didn't get to play it. But I've always had, like, a soft spot for that series. I'm like, yeah, totally. Like, Trackmania, yeah, color and fast-paced arcade racing, and you get to make your own, like, loop-de-loop courses, and yeah.
Yep.
Fun,
it looks fun.
Yeah, and you can make tracks for everybody. But you push a button and then it makes a track.
Woo.
I'm like, well, okay, kind of defeats the purpose, but hey, if you want something more to play.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, Trackmania. You know, I'm not so secretly into it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to it. And because, the mini, like, the cars that you would put on, like, electrified tracks, like really small cars, you'd have, like, different parts to make a track, and then you'd put, like, two cars on these, like, rails, and you'd race. Like, it reminds me of that. And I always like that a lot, so I'm looking forward to Trackmania. It was a cool demo too. They had a nice live gameplay demo, and then they played the course they created, and the guy totally failed. It was like, haha. So I'm on it, or like, I'm into it. And then your thing, Syndicate.
Yes, Assassin's Creed.
Go for
Syndicate.
it. I'm just gonna sit back and fold my arms and let you get it.
Well, looks cool. That was basically
exactly because they showed a CG trailer. I was hoping you'd say that,
yeah.
because
I was gonna, I wanted gameplay. I mean, did they showed gameplay somewhere? I don't remember.
No, they didn't. They did not.
Okay.
In the press conferences, there was no gameplay.
Press conference. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, but there's gameplay on the
gameplay cam on the show floor, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like.
But the cinematic trailer looked cool.
Can I say one thing real quick before you start?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that a lot of people made the point that we don't need to see gameplay for the new Assassin's Creed.
Because everyone knows what it looks like.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Same as every other game. Yeah, looked cool. Loving London and the Victorian era.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? I need more Eevee, but we're not gonna get more Eevee.
They showed
Eevee in the Sony press conference, right?
Sony.
So that was really fun.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to see Eevee in the cinematic trailer because they're twins, but that's Ubisoft. Fuck them.
It's Ubisoft. Absolutely, it is Ubisoft. That is, by the way, the only reason, because I bet that they have made it a game onto itself to never show the fucking female character because they are still pissed off that people were pissed off at them justifiably.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Sorry if my sound keeps fluctuating a bit or my voice keeps fluctuating a bit. I'm leaning back and forth because it's actually kind of hurting my back the way I'm sitting.
Yep. It's alright.
Yeah. CG trailer. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. Wasn't one of the best Assassin's Creed CG trailers. It's decent.
Yeah. Lots of oil on the British accents.
Yep. Lots of British accents.
Cockney flat caps.
Yeah. So it sets the mood for the game, basically nothing else.
Yeah. Sorry if you hear rustling, I'm going through my my notes.
Yeah, it's alright. Then there were, the rooks. That was cool.
Yeah.
I already know what we're gonna do with them in the game. Probably,
rooks.
Yeah, you can collect. I was gonna say collect them, but recruit them.
Collect every single rook. Get a special prize.
Recruit some.
Yeah,
rooks
it's gonna be a brotherhood situation.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but it was like, remember he didn't kill the guy.
No.
Like with his hidden blade, so
no.
They're not assassins, so they're rooks, just rooks.
Yes.
And then Evie is the assassin person.
Mm-hmm. He did the assassin thing, actually.
Yeah, she does the assassin thing. She's like the master assassin, the silent. And then Jacob's the brawler, who hits people.
Yeah. Which is why it's a shame we didn't see more Eevee.
Yeah.
And then every single person who knew Pokemon was like, Eevee? Like, what does she evolve into? What do you need to keep her to evolve into? Stuff.
But the trailer started with the eagle, basic Assassin's Creed. And
here's the eagle. They should just start that off with a chicken. I think they did. I think they have.
Probably, I think so. There was
Maybe
a chicken
thinking
somewhere.
of Fable, because Fable had the chicken thing. Fable 3. But
anyway, Victorian era looks cool. Probably is, fun.
Aisha Tyler was
as an assassin.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Did you have something? Yeah.
Nope.
So your thoughts on it is it sure is Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it sure is Assassin's Creed, and I'm probably gonna enjoy it, even though it might be a bit bad, because I don't know where Assassin's Creed is going.
I would rather say even though it might be a bit Assassin's Creed for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Because there's only so much you can squeeze from the same.
I know. I need to, I want more storyline for the, the future storyline. I want to know where the future storyline is going. What's happening?
They really need to, Assassin's Creed has basically become a soap opera. It is that level of, going, it keeps going. Kind of like the long-running shonen.
Yeah.
Like Naruto.
They need to do something about that. But we'll see. They're gonna,
Yeah, go ahead.
They're gonna be making these games for years.
Yes, they are, as long as they make
sell.
money.
Exactly.
Which I wish they did something else. I honestly wish they just take the Victorian setting and it was like, hey, here's a new game where you stab people. in a Victorian
Would
setting.
be cool. But we get Assassin's Creed, and it's probably gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's going to be Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But once again, we don't know much about it yet.
Yeah.
Would have liked to see gameplay because there was.
Yeah. They said, no, wait, that was the Sony conference? I don't freaking remember anymore. I hate it when the games are, spread out.
So do I, because you have to, like, kind of piece together the thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was Sony. The DLC with the, they hinted at Arthur Conan Doyle and inspired by the crimes in Sherlock Holmes. But that was Sony.
I remember that. Yes, now I remember that.
Yeah. I mean, that was really cool.
Yeah, like, do more... If you're gonna do more Assassin's Creed, like, do more, like, fantasy stuff with it.
Yeah.
Like, we've already seen the historical setting and the story and the stuff. Like, now just go all out with the thing that, hey, here's, like, magical things. Magical realism, as it's called. Like Tesla or the Da Vinci stuff. Like, I want to see more of that, because it's, like, it's clearly, like, alternate history already.
Exactly.
I'm not asking them to bring out, like, standard steampunk weapons, because that'd get boring. I'm just, like... Just do something cool with historical characters and settings and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, like, go more all out. Yeah, we will see. That was pretty much it.
Oh, they had the Ghost Recon Wildlands.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't care.
I do not give a shit.
I saw the trailer, I was like, I'm just not getting excited.
I know. I like the fact that they were like, hey, you can kill people any way you want.
Exactly.
And I'm like, that's how it's supposed to be. And
yeah, so
it was Tom Clancy's Tom Clancy presents Tom Clancy. That was Ubisoft in a nutshell. Pretty much. It was like Tom Clancy. They had like 3 things from Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
Which probably have nothing to do with Tom Clancy.
Yeah, but oh well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft. The Tom Clancy thing. I was like, this looks like another open world Assassin's Creed, Far Cry kind of thing that, Ubisoft is just making.
Yep.
But if people like Ghost Recon, I haven't played any of the other games. I know it exists.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
I honestly don't know. We need to see more of it. I get the feeling, now that I'm talking about it with you, I get the feeling that it might end up being like a, cookie cutter Ubisoft open world game.
Yeah.
Like Assassin's Creed or Far Cry, where they're like, here's an open world, we littered stuff into it, go play the game.
Yep.
So we'll see what that comes. I'm not really, not for me, not that interested. I like the fact that they're giving us options that I can appreciate.
Yep.
That's the one thing that I can appreciate with that. No, it is still not time for the PC gaming show. Stop. Where is this PlayStation?
I need to eat.
Alright, how about I stop the recording?
Yeah, I really need to eat.
Yeah, me too, because I am starving. Sorry that this is taking so long. I was just like, let's just get everything out, so we don't miss anything. Because I like talking about this stuff, because I haven't really talked about this in detail with anyone yet.
Yep.
So, yeah, we'll get back to you. You won't know how long we've been gone for, but we will have been gone for a second. We'll be right back. Just a second.
Yep.
Lunch break, or like dinner break in this case.
Yeah.
See you in a minute. I'm gonna stop it in 3, 2, 1, and we're gone. And we're back.
Yep.
We are back from our dinner break.
Yep.
I feel much better now.
Yeah, me too.
Having eaten. And something I wanted to mention before we move on to the Sony thing. There's, by the way, quite a cliffhanger to leave people on. It's like, next up Sony, but we're not going to talk about it anymore. Something I want to amend. Cuphead. Forgot to mention anything about Cuphead. Oh my god, Cuphead. Looks awesome. I love it. Do you remember?
Nope, I'm googling. Oh yes, it looks cool.
Okay, yeah, that 1930s thing.
Yeah.
Cuphead.
Yeah, it looks
Yay,
cool.
Cuphead. The one
really
Xbox
like the
exclusive
style.
where I'm like, yay, Xbox exclusive. Well, not really yay, Xbox exclusive, but
Yeah.
Like, yay, Cuphead. I want more
Looks
Cuphead
good.
in my life. And there was probably something else I was supposed to mention. But I'm not going to, because, woo, alright, Aisha Tyler talking about crickets. She was trying to make a meme of rickets hitting on a guy, talking about rickets, and I was like, just you can stop any time now.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to Sony. Honest, do you have anything you wanna add or?
No.
Oh, by the way, I completely forgot to introduce us. At the beginning. That's great. You know, so why not do it like an hour and 40 minutes in the fucking show?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so I'm HRH. You are.
Amelia.
Yes, you are Amelia. That is an awesome name.
I know.
It's almost like, well, isn't that what you're normally called? No, she's called something else. That's why I'm kind of reacting to it.
It's my second name.
Yeah. And I just realized that your YouTube channel is actually like your first name, your second name, and then your last name.
I know.
I was like, oh, that's smart.
I know. When I made that, I was like, yeah, damn, that's cool.
We're gonna put plugs at the end of this because I forgot that too last time. It's like, plugging the stuff that we do outside of this. So, can you hear me all right? By the way, I might have switched.
Yes, I can.
Great. Moving on to Sony.
Sony.
Oh, they sure started off with a bang.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear. The Last Guardian. I'm gonna turn you up just a tad.
Yep.
Yeah. On my ears, into my ears. Okay, there we go.
The Last Guardian.
It's a thing!
Finally!
I honestly didn't think it was ever going to be a thing.
Me too. I thought it was gonna be like, forgotten.
Yeah, I thought they would just silently let it slip away.
Yep.
Because they keep saying that, oh, it's in development, it's not in development, it's in development, it's not in development. And I was like, stop beating around the bush and just, oh, Ubisoft! No Good and Evil 2. No Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh.
Because I know one person, I do believe her name is Laura K. Buzz, who's in a lot of podcasts actually, who said that she was really pissed because Ubisoft, at the end of their press conference, they did the oh, one more thing thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, one more thing. Long-running series, blah blah, old series, touching up, new installments, yada yada. It's like, oh, it's Ghost Recon. Fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck you! You built me up, only let me down!
Oh,
God damn it, Ubisoft. And apparently the person, like, mostly in charge for it, or, like, most well-known for it, is not working on the development of that game anymore. So it's all but officially cancelled.
Yeah.
Because, fuck you, fans of Beyond Good and Evil 2. Or Beyond Good and Evil. Like, I feel super bad for them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, man, that is because they had a trailer. They had a teaser and everything. And, Ubisoft won't say that it's cancelled. They're just kind of dangling it around. Like, maybe if this game sells well enough, then we'll... yeah. Yes. Finish. That was... Did you notice?
Notice what?
That he used finish.
Oh no, I did not. Oh,
I
totally didn't notice.
I know that you like. I've noticed that you've done it a few times before. You've been like sille.
Yeah. That's the only word. Like I say sille like all the time.
Because that is the equivalent of like. That's the equivalent
I can't
of like
translate that.
Yeah, in Finnish it's like you say like sille like So, but I've just kind of let that slide because I think it's funny. But that was so like on the nose, like yup.
I didn't even notice. Like, oh my god.
That was awesome. Anyway, The Last Guardian. Speaking of trailers that we got and then never got anything after that.
Yeah.
The Last Guardian. Hey, it's like I had the same reaction as a lot of other people who were like, "This is a thing right now. Like I can't. Like this is actually real and it's going on in front of my face." Like I realized that I had kind of the same reaction. Like I can't believe this actually happened. Like I am watching live gameplay, or well, it might not have been live gameplay, but I'm watching 6 minutes of gameplay of The Last Guardian, and it's there. They're saying it's coming out in 2016. Whoa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that? Because it was one of the biggest.
It looks really cool. It's kind of funny because I remember when I saw the first trailer like years back.
Yeah, in 2009.
And I thought, and I was like, well, that looks really cool. And then I heard nothing. It was gone. And then I thought, it's gone forever, never coming back.
I was like,
and then I see it again. It's sort of deja vu.
I know. It's so nobody believed that it actually happened. But we're gonna get we will soon get to something even more unbelievable, and you know what I'm talking about.
Mm.
I don't know why I'm being so secretive about everybody, but I'm like,
knows about it.
mystery.
But we're gonna talk about it when we get to it.
Soon. In a bit. But yeah, I'm really super happy that game's going to be a thing. I'm so like we need more stuff from the people who made Shadow of the Colossus and because
it's such a unique look and a unique
and the bird dog is cute.
Yeah.
They really have something going for them, like something unique, as you said, unique and original, and like it's a very they're good at telling stories on a personal scale.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is different from most games where it's just like save the world and the people, and no, this is about a dog bird thing and the boy.
Exactly.
And there's
it
hardly
seems
any
like
dialogue.
a really a really quiet game, which is nice.
Most of their games are.
Exactly.
Like their games are quiet up until something happens.
Yeah.
Like when stuff goes down, it goes down hard, and then the other part of it is just like reflecting on what happened and just roaming the environment and like developing your understanding of the environment or the world and kind of making your own connections and exploring, which is that's how you make a video game. Give the player a lot of freedom in what they do, but there's still the big moments where you as the player do something amazing and it feels really good. And in this case, that dog is going to die.
Oh no!
We are all going to cry.
No.
I know, what's going because you don't. I know you have Shadow of the Colossus because I gave it to you for your birthday or Christmas, either one of those, and you played bits of it for my birthday. Yeah, like, do you know how it ends?
No.
Okay, good. I'm not gonna say anything about that then. But like, considering the fact that it's an adorable creature and a little boy, we know that something's gonna go wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like there is going to be something awful that's either the kid's gonna die or the dog's gonna die or both of them are gonna end up in some sort of a hellish purgatory for eternity.
Yeah. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
It's gonna make people cry.
I know.
And emotional,
And they will build us up for it. They will like make us care so much. Because even when I was watching the trailer, I was like, "Oh my god, he didn't catch him! Oh my god!"
Exactly.
It's so awesome. And then when the bridge fell down, and he was like clawing to get up, I was like, "Oh god, he's gonna fall!"
He's like, "No."
Yeah, so really looking forward to that game. More reasons to get a PS4 over an Xbox One, especially. Yeah, I wrote down The Last Guardian 2016. Nothing to add. That was great. Horizon Zero Dawn. Female Brave. Like, what's the princess from Brave?
Merida.
Yeah, Merida. There we go. Yeah, like a mix between her and some sort of a tribal female character. It looked awesome.
It looks awesome. I was
like,
yes.
I just wrote down, like, with an exclamation mark, Techno Dinos.
Yep.
It looked
Bow
like
and arrow.
Gameplay. Yeah. We don't know, like, the graphics, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? It looked really good, but we'll know how good they will stay. The art direction was really solid. It looked, like, regardless of how good the graphics are, the world felt really well designed already in that trailer. Like, I loved it when she was going through the leaves, the undergrowth, and the leaves were kind of moving, and it looked like a world that you just want to explore. And it had techno dinosaurs in it.
So yay!
A lot of people said, like, oh my gosh, she just won't shut up. But I honestly think that was done for the trailer.
Yeah, it was for the trailer.
Yeah.
So.
Like, because they were like, she just keeps speaking. I'm like, this is obviously... I mean, for me, it felt like it was obviously made for the showcase specifically. Like, her acting. Like, she doesn't actually say all those things constantly.
Yep.
But they just recorded that for the trailer. Like, okay, that dinosaur had a searchlight, and then she's like, no, I can't let you call for help. Okay, that's a dinosaur that calls for help. It's like, have to go under it. Like, that show, she doesn't say those things. She says those things to showcase. Or, like, she was made to say those things, so it would show to us, like, how the game
exactly.
would be. Yeah. So I don't see a problem with the talking, because I don't think...
me neither.
That won't be in the final game, or at least not that much of it, I think. Yeah.
I mean, the trailer really got me interested about the world.
Yes.
Like, where did those techno dinos come from?
Exactly.
What happened?
Yeah, exactly what I said. Like it felt like a living place, even though there was only one person in. I really want to know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And of
How
course,
did this come to be?
Mm-hmm. And like, how is society there now? Is she like a lone survivor human, or is this an alternative universe, or what's going on? Yeah,
Yeah.
really interesting. And once again, the world made me just feel like, oh my god, I want to run around and see all the things that there are. Like, there's probably like huge trees and flowers and plants and waterfalls and stuff. Yeah. I don't like to get hyped, but I will say that looked promising.
Yep, it looked cool.
You know, of course, we don't know what the gameplay will actually be. Will there be crafting? Why would you do you have to take down the dinosaurs, or or is it just like a side activity to shooting actual human beings? Maybe. Like how it will be. We don't know, but we shall see. The concept is intriguing.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Then we're gonna go. Then we're gonna go to Hitman. Hitman, just called Hitman. Whoop whoop whoop.
Yep.
Pre-exclusive missions apparently, and I'm like, damn it, it's back. This vocabulary is back. Pre-order now to get exclusive missions, and on PS4. I'm like, stop, Sony, you're doing all right. Just stop, please. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
But at least it wasn't from Sony's. It was from another company. It wasn't from Sony. Yeah. So I'm guessing that either they offered to make a deal with Sony, or Sony offered to make a deal with them. But I don't. Yeah. So that's kind of inevitable, but I still don't like it because you're locking away content.
Yeah.
When people say that, you get exclusive stuff on the PS4 or Xbox One or whatever, or you get pre-order bonuses or whatever, that is stuff that is already in the game. A lot of people, I feel like, don't realize this always.
Mm-hmm.
That's stuff that has been made, that is already in the game when it's released. Day one. Sorry, I'm really stuttery. When it's released, day one, it is, God knows, it's on the disc, even, in some cases. It's already there, it's ready, you could access it whenever you want. It's not like DLC where they make it after the fact.
Yeah.
But instead of just including it with your purchase, they lock it away as either a pre-order bonus or an exclusive to another console. And that doesn't actually, and then they call it adding value to your purchase, when in fact they have taken the original value and taken small bits and pieces out of it, and then they're selling the same thing as more value, even though you're actually getting less.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, so they are not so much adding value, I call it stealing value.
Yeah.
Especially in when you have console exclusive missions and stuff that are already in the game, but just arbitrarily given to one console over another. I call that stealing value, because you steal a piece of the content and put it in your game, but not the others.
Yeah.
So realize that when you're getting pre-order exclusives or timed exclusives or exclusive missions or something, they have been taken away from the finished product. They are already there. They should not cost you anything. Or they shouldn't, be locked behind a pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
They should just be there because that's what they are. Anyway, Hitman is Hitman. It's a huge... We'll get to more of that in the Square Enix thing.
Yeah.
Some people said that... What's this? Absolution? Hitman Absolution, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people said that wasn't really a real Hitman game. I don't know how this one will turn up. It's apparently a big open-worldy kind of thingy.
Mm.
And there's some targets that have limited amounts of time.
Oh God!
They will appear for only a certain amount of time, and you have to get them. And if you didn't get them, you miss them forever. And
yeah,
it seems to be a much more community-driven thing. Which I'm like, well, you could have made a single player. People didn't complain about Hitman Absolution because it didn't have a sufficient amount of multiplayer in it. They complained about it because they said that they wanted a different kind of Hitman experience as in the old ones.
Yeah.
So they're kind of taking it in a new direction, trying to fix things that way, and we'll see what comes of it.
Yep.
Street Fighter V.
Woo.
There's an exclusive beta. Who fucking cares?
Exactly.
It's also for the PC. Just if you don't own a PS4, get it on PC.
That's fun. Nice.
And Street Fighter V. I guess I'm more a fighting game person.
Yeah.
More of the fighting game person, I'd rather say, because I play a fair amount of fighting games, and I have played a fair amount of fighting games, but I am a very weird person with fighting games. I am not involved in the community. I don't go to tournaments or to meets. I follow the meta game on the side. I watch some tournaments I play by myself and hardly ever go online. You know, the antithesis of what fighting games are made for.
Yeah.
I just like it because I like learning the mechanics and like, you know, getting better with the game by myself, and then enjoying the like slightly higher level play and all the stuff you can do with it. That's the reason I play fighting games. Not to fight against other people, but to just see all the cool stuff that the mechanics have to offer. And then I can go watch like tournaments or YouTube videos and appreciate them. Then I can be like, wow, that's really cool because he's doing this and that, and get a better understanding of it.
Yeah.
So I kind of play them so that I'm in the know when I'm following tournaments and the terminology of like zoning and cancels and highs and lows and combos and what have you. Like all that. Obviously, it's specific for every fighting game. But I play fighting games so that when I watch people play fighting games, I can understand what's going on and feel like I'm getting a better experience watching them. Because the people who play fighting games, like professionals, it's like dancing or a super hyper edition of chess.
Yeah.
The mind games and the different options, everything, like it's amazing to watch. Even if you don't know much about fighting games, it's really amazing to watch. But I play them so that I can kind of contribute. I can be like, oh yeah, I get what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's even more fun. So that said, Street Fighter is a bit of a black mark on my fighting game list. I own Super Street Fighter 4. I played it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I've owned it for like 2 years. 3 years.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
so.
And I'm sorry. I appreciate it. I get what it's doing, but the timing and the mechanics for me just didn't click.
Yeah.
And I realized that that's completely my fault. You know, the game wasn't bad. I could tell that the game wasn't bad, and it was highly refined and great in that regard. It was just like, you know, everyone has their, like, people who play fighting games, everyone has their the fighting game. For me, it's Tekken and Blaze Blue, which are very different from Street Fighter. So, Street Fighter, I would like to play more of it. I would like to learn it. But it just didn't gel with me the same way as some other fighting games have. So, yeah, I just pissed off the whole Street Fighter community, and the rest of the internet with them, I'm sure.
Well, I haven't even played them, so.
Thank you. I have someone on my side. It's yeah. All I'm gonna say is Street Fighter V. If you are looking for a new Street Fighter or a new really good, refined fighting game with a highly competitive, highly visible community, go for it. That is the game. If you're gonna only learn one fighting game in your life, go with Street Fighter. It is the alpha and the omega of the fighting game scene, I would say, more or less. Like, it is a trendsetter, and it actually shapes the way that fighting games are viewed and developed in the future. So, if you're looking for a fighting game and you want like something of high quality and high fidelity, go with Street Fighter. It's not for me, but Street Fighter 5's coming out. Try it if you want to. But remember, you can also get it on PC. Not a PS4 exclusive.
Ooh.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Damn, it looks big.
Damn, I know. I know, right? I'm like, I know I just rambled on a lot about Street Fighter, so I'm kind of giving you the floor. Like, go
right.
about No Man's Sky.
I mean, we've known about No Man's Sky for a couple of years now.
Yes.
I'm just kind of waiting for it to come out. Did they even tell us the date? No, not yet.
They did not.
It's next year.
They promised that it would come out.
Yeah, it's probably next year.
Yeah, I think
they didn't tell us the date. I mean, I really like the style because it has a really sort of peculiar colors.
Yes, by the way,
and it's huge as fuck. Yep.
It is. It's humongous. Like that's gonna be like Dark Souls level of community involvement, I think.
Oh,
people going on forums and talking about what stars they found and where and what what are like really pretty places or really exotic places or places with like if there's crafting or some not necessarily crafting but some sort of collecting aspect to it, like where you can collect some rare things or see rare animals. Like I'm really looking forward, even though I do not involve myself in forums or communities because they are very navel gazy sometimes, self-absorbed. They not always, but sometimes tend to be. But there's games where communities are absolutely necessary and really fun to follow, like Dark Souls, PT when it came out, everyone cracking down on it, like how to solve the puzzle. And No Man's Sky looks like another one of those. Like there's going to be lots of stories, lots of discussion over how you're gonna get to the end. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really excited.
Me too. It looks great, as always.
Yeah, it has looked great from day one.
Exactly. Everyone's waiting for it. Just,
still does. Yeah, and there's actually an objective, get to the end of the galaxy, or the center of the galaxy, sorry. Which will be interesting to see what's there, because for those of you who do not know, the center of our galaxy is a giant black hole.
Yeah.
A constantly expanding black hole, by the way.
Yeah. Oh my god, wanna bet in this game, when you get to the end of the galaxy, you go through the black hole and you end up in another galaxy.
That would be awesome.
Keep continuing. Like, a new universe.
A new world, like like everything's new.
And it's infinite. Like, it keeps going
exactly,
like that.
Exactly. Like procedurally generated.
Yeah.
I hope it has an end. The way I'm picturing is that you go into the black hole and shit gets weird.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see like some really cool, like borderline glitchy, like surreal stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like floating in the black hole once you get to it. That would be awesome too. Yeah, seems relaxing. I've written down. I know there's combat in it, but that doesn't seem to be. It seems to be like if you want to engage, then go ahead. But
but if you don't want to, you can just.
I'm totally like if I ever get that, like eventually when I eventually will get that PS4 that I want, I'll totally be an explorer in that game.
Oh yeah.
I'll just fly around and look at dinosaurs and flowers.
Cool
and
stuff, cool colors,
exactly.
pretty.
Yeah, it does have a really unique color scheme, as you said. Really interesting.
I love it.
Yeah. Something that I should mention is that I pretty much stopped writing colors during the Sony press conference.
Yeah.
Because everything had color, and that was awesome. Dreams by Media Molecule. Yeah, that's something that is easy to forget because it was really short.
Yeah, but it was really peculiar and cool.
I'm looking forward to all the Freudian nightmares that people make.
Yeah.
It's like really sexual, symbolic stuff.
Weird stuff, yeah. But it looked like you could do a lot of stuff with it.
Yeah,
so.
the editing looked interesting. Like, you don't it's not so much preset assets as it is like you draw your own dream. Which is cool, because it would be hard to make unique and surreal, interesting, like detached from reality stuff if it was all pre-made.
Yep.
So a lot of people said that a couple people said that it's not for them, or like not very interested. But maybe it's just the fact that I'm really into psychology. But I am really intrigued by the concept of making dreams. and living dreams. I've always like the concept of lucid dreaming, has always also fascinated me, like how that works. So I'm really looking forward to the stuff that people might make with it.
Oh yeah.
Like you could literally like relive your nightmares or your, some happy dreams that you had or memories or whatever in a dream form.
Yep.
So
it looks really cool.
Definitely. I have no idea what I've Firewatch. Firewatch. And that's it.
Nice.
That's what I wrote down. Firewatch, and that's it.
Yep, it was a short
I remember
trailer.
It was that with the walkie-talkie.
Oh yeah, I thought it had fun humor. It seems humorous and kind of like a mystery kind of game.
Yes, exactly. So we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah,
Guerrilla
looks cool.
Yeah, it was Guerrilla Software, I think.
No, it was Campo Santo. Publisher was panicking. Okay. Developer was.
Okay, never mind.
I have no idea how to pronounce their name.
Okay, then I was wrong. I apologize.
Horizon Zero Dawn was Guerrilla.
Horizon was Guerrilla. Okay. Yeah, I was like, it was one of those. But they both had like similar color schemes, so I kind of got them mixed up. I mean, Horizon was more Horizon-y, more expansive, obviously. Yeah,
sort of browns, yellows, and reds.
Yeah, but not muted, which is important. Like bright, contrasted. Yeah, so contrasting.
Yeah, Firewatch looked cool.
Yeah, we'll see what comes of it. Like that is, it's just a concept of a guy walking around, communicating with another person, and we'll see how their relationship develops and so forth. It could end up being a really generic, like, shooty walkie thing.
Yeah.
But if it focuses more on the relationship between between the two people who are talking, and the
mystery.
Yeah, the mystery. Exactly. Thank you. That's the word that I was looking for. Yeah. Then it might be something like The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, for example.
Yeah.
Destiny. No one cares.
Yeah.
The amount of silence in that room when Destiny was mentioned was astounding. Considering how batshit people were going over the other stuff. It's like, and now Destiny, and I'm still playing Destiny, and I'm a level 20 something, blah blah blah, and I'm really looking for it. Everyone was like,
yep.
There were like a few guys who were like, yay, Destiny, and everyone was like, what the fuck, Destiny? What?
Yep. Oh yeah, Destiny.
I think it's kind of, once again, another thing that kind of overstayed its welcome. Like, it spread itself too thin.
A bit, yeah.
I know a lot of people who were really excited for Destiny, and then they played it, and then it just stopped. And they were like, well, there's more game on the way, but people were really impatient, like, well, that's it. So, and it obviously rode the hype train, like Watch Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And then ended up being meh. Unless you asked the Brit Awards, where was it that it get the game of the thing, the recognition?
Like the game BAFTA thing, was it?
Game BAFTA, there you go. Unless you ask them. Destiny is kind of a nothing kind of deal now. Like,
I haven't played it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it seems like
it. It seems.
Yeah. A lot of people said that people just either stopped playing or their interest just, kind of chiseled. Just kind of dripped away slowly. Fizzled. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. It is fizzled out, and then nobody ended up caring.
Oh well.
But that's the way of MMOs.
Yep.
I was like, there's still like this many million people still playing.
Yeah.
That's like AC Syndicate. I wrote down in capital letters, the woman.
Evie.
You went like robotic when you said that. It was like, you sound like Polly.
Oh my god. Evie, yeah, well, I was like, well, it's really nice to see her too.
Yeah, we already kind of talked about that.
Yeah.
But I'm super glad that it was Sony who showed them all.
Yeah.
Which was like, that was so planned. They were like, we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna get the female trailer, okay? We're just gonna take that. Like no reason, just we're just gonna take that, okay?
Yeah.
They knew.
Oh well.
Yeah, we already, I feel like, kind of covered that.
Yeah. The Dreadful Crimes, that was it. But it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have
They are missions where players solve crimes.
It is. PS4 missions. Would be nice
inspired
if it was...
by the world's most famous detective novelist.
Yes, I remember that now. Yeah, I have written it down. I just skipped. Sorry. Good that you mentioned it.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, would be nice if it wasn't an exclusive.
Exactly, because I want this game on PC because I have a new computer, but now I want to buy it for PlayStation 4.
Money up my ass to get this thing.
Yeah. So I can play games, and now I have to get a fucking PlayStation 4 if I want the fucking Sherlock Holmes inspired things.
With the woman.
Exactly, I want to play as Evie. End of story.
Ubisoft is making it really difficult.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we'll give you a fucking woman, but you're gonna jump through about 1 billion hoops to get her.
Yep.
Like, here's your woman, but oh, by the way, she's on PS4 exclusively, only in these certain missions, and we're not gonna even include it in the other trailers, so fuck you!
Yep.
Oh, Ubisoft. Okay, World of Final Fantasy.
Ooh.
That was weird. I was kind of waiting for you to say something about it. It was like, World of Final Fantasy!
That was it.
Looks
skilled, very Japanese.
It did, and it seems to be a budget title. The only mention of the PS Vita, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's like, hey, it's coming out on PS Vita, and then everyone kind of raised their eyebrows and wait, what? What did they just say?
Yes.
Is this PS Vita? Was
Is
that
it
a thing
still
that
a
was
thing?
mentioned? It's still a thing? Yeah. I wrote down 2014. No. It is not coming out.
It's coming next year,
yes,
2016, probably.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I mean, Chibi Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Seems to be turn-based.
Yeah.
And there's this mechanic where you can grow big or small.
Mm-hmm.
And that may add an interesting dimension to the gameplay. They said in the Square Enix thing that they are targeting a wider audience, which is immediately like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
oh no. This is gonna be a Dead Space 3 thing. Or a Dark Souls 2 thing.
That game looks like it's for a younger audience, so...
I don't mind.
Yeah, but I don't mind, because I mean, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. I was just about to say, like, don't you even dare say that you're above that. Like, yeah, I don't mind the target audience as long as I'm enjoying it. Like, this is what people... Like, kids' movies can be really good for adults.
Yes, but I remember when I saw the trailer for World of Final Fantasy, I, like, immediately forgot about it. I just didn't... It didn't hit me.
Right. Like, I like it just because it's turn-based, and Square Enix needs to make more, like, traditional Japanese RPG kind of things. We'll get to that in the Square Enix conference.
Yeah, and it has, Final Fantasy characters, so...
Yeah, and I liked the art style okay. Like, I thought it was fine.
I don't remember anymore.
It was like it was a basic cell shady kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought it looked okay. It looked like some version of Kingdom Hearts, basically.
Oh yeah, it did.
Apart from the chibis. So I don't know what'll come of it. It's obviously going to be a lower budget title. But if they make it just a small thing, that it's its own thing for a while, and they don't try to turn it into a super series or super series either. You don't try to make a huge franchise out of it and make it all about angst and Chiba. If they make like a happy little side game, I'll check it out. Like, I might not buy it, but I'm definitely like following it if it turns out to be enjoyable. Like, I feel like that game is not going to change anyone's world, but it could be enjoyable.
Yep.
And then go ahead. To the thing.
To the thing. I mean, my reaction to the trailer. Oh my god.
Well, it was technically a teaser.
But whatever. I mean, first of all, you're like, is it really happening?
No, I was like, this is gonna be like another sequel to Advent Children.
Exactly.
That was what I was expecting.
And I was like, they show, small clips, like you sort of recognize it, and then the music kicks in, and then you saw, it's like
it was the opening music, the bombing scene music.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, that was really off key, but you get the point.
Yeah, and then you see, Cloud and his Barrett, and you're like, oh my god, and then it says remake. Everyone loses their shit. And I remember I got so excited. I felt like crying. I was crying.
Like, this is not happening.
It's happening.
Because nobody believed.
I know. I just thought it was like everyone wanted it to happen, but they were never gonna make it because it'd be such a big thing.
Like, this is even more so than The Last Guardian. Like, The Last Guardian was like in this weird development limbo. Final Fantasy VII they flat out said it's never happening, and they kept saying it's never happening. Stop fucking dreaming.
Exactly.
And then when it happened, and the live stream came on screen, everyone was like, oh my god. And then we hear the voiceover, and everyone's like, no.
It's not.
And then I saw the logo, I was like, here it comes, Final Fantasy Advent Children 2, and nothing came up, and it was just like, remake. And I was like, holy shit!
Oh my god, it was amazing!
And may I remind you that everything we know about it is that it's being made.
Exactly.
So no, not a second of gameplay. We don't even know if that was an in-engine thing.
Exactly.
We know fucking nothing about it, and it blew everyone's mind.
Yep.
Like, even the most cynical people, like, who I followed on Twitter, like, who were obviously enjoying themselves, but being like ironic, sarcastic tweets, for humor, even if they liked what they saw. Like, every single person, no one could make any kind of sarcastic comment about that. Everyone's reaction was just like, no fucking way.
Oh my god. Just greatest thing ever.
But I will deflate our hype a little bit by saying this is still Square Enix. This is not made by Square. This is made by the same Square Enix that made Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
No.
I'm waiting for them.
They've admitted that they made a mistake, so
they did.
I sure as hell hope they've changed their direction for this game. Yeah. They must.
Yes, they have refocused their efforts on what they used to do. Because for some reason they deviated from what they used to do for no reason. Because everyone was like, hey, can you do that thing that you used to do? They're like, no. That's stupid. No one likes that anymore. And everyone's like, where the fuck did you hear that?
Exactly.
And now they're like, you know what? We made RPGs. People like the RPGs. We would like to make more RPGs. And like, yes.
Yes, please.
Thank fucking Christ, not trying to make everything into a movie.
Yeah, but I'm just so excited.
Yeah, that was amazing.
High quality cross-dressing Cloud. I'm waiting for that.
That was the first thing I was doing. Like, we're gonna see cross-dressing Cloud in HD with like high-end graphics.
Unless they like delete it or something, they better freaking not.
No, they have to keep that in. That's such a famous scene.
Exactly.
Personally, I'm looking forward to the honeybee.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna see the gay. We're gonna see the gay lotion scene in HD, in glorious HD, with men in speedos rubbing together in a tub.
Oh god!
I can't wait for that scene.
It's so nice to introduce Final Fantasy VII to a new generation. You know,
who think that the graphics suck because people
and they can't play it because of the graphics.
Yeah, because people are idiots. So that's we could keep talking about this.
Yes, we could.
But in the interest of time, we're not going to. Because we're going to be stuck here just gushing about it. This is the only announcement where I didn't see any gameplay, didn't see just a little glimpse, and I'm like, yes. The fuck is... I am afraid. At the same time, I'm really afraid that they're going to fuck up the story.
Exactly.
that they're going to make this overbloated cutscene, like 40-minute cutscene rambling pseudo-philosophical piece of shit that they do nowadays. Final Fantasy 13, I cannot stress that enough.
Yep.
or like, you know, pretty much any other heavy RPG that they've made. Like, has been so convoluted, abnormal, senseless, directionless thing, story-wise and character-wise. Just absolutely terrible.
Oh yeah.
So I really hope that they just stick to the script.
Exactly. Stick to the basics, you know. Don't change it up or make it, you know, too much.
Don't try to make it more than it is. It's already amazing. All you need to do is make it with amazing graphics, retain the same gameplay, and make it look, sound, and feel just like the old game, but like with amazing technological advancements.
Yeah.
There you go. You have made all the money you need to make.
Exactly.
This year or next year or whenever the fuck it's coming out. It's gonna be forever. And it's like,
probably 2007, because then it would be like 20 years.
2017, I think you mean.
Yeah.
2007.
Oh yes, shit.
That's when it was first discussed.
Yeah. So it'd be like a 20-year anniversary thing.
Yeah. And I was like, I was kind of like, well, it's been announced. It's gonna, you know, in Deus Ex when they have the Final Fantasy 20 something.
Yeah.
That's gonna be that game. It'll be out in like 2025.
Yeah.
But we know it's coming.
It's coming.
And we're super excited. Woo! And then they followed that up with some Devolver Digital games.
Yeah.
I wrote down Punch Punch Punch. That's, you know, brawlers. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Indie representation. That's fine. I know that Devolver Digital does good games. And then Shenmue 3.
Ooh, never played the previous ones.
Not surprising, because the first one was on the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
It was one on the Xbox. But it is one of the biggest... next to, you know, Earthbound? Next to Earthbound, that is the biggest cult following of any game, I think. It is off the wall amazing, the hype surrounding that game now.
Yeah,
they had a Kickstarter like that.
Oh yeah, they got it like in an hour.
Yeah. To some people, yeah, they did. They got that really quickly. To some people, like, that was a bigger announcement than Final Fantasy VII. Think about that. They had Final Fantasy, The Last Guardian, Final Fantasy VII, and Shenmue 3. All these impossible fucking dreams, like fever dreams people have been having. They're saying like, yes, they are actually things, and they are coming. And here's proof. Here is actual tangible proof. And then they broke Kickstarter.
Yeah.
They're just like, it just broke down. Because people were like, oh, all the money, and now they have like $3.3 million. Yeah. I don't have any personal attachment to that series, but for the people who do, who have been waiting for 14 years, go. Be happy. Be excited. I'm super excited for the people who are excited. I can't imagine how like magical that must have been to them. Batman Arkham Knight. I have written it without the K, so it's just Batman Arkham Knight. I am so Batmaned out, I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Shenmue 3 is coming out to PS4 and PC. Also, the FF7 remake was, they said, played first on PS4, so I'm assuming it's gonna come out on PC at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, Batman Arkham Knight, I don't give a shit about Batman.
Me neither.
I don't give two shits.
Too much Batman. There's simply too much Batman. It's coming out of my ears, so I'm so bored with it.
It just came out. Arkham Knight just came out.
I know.
And it got good reviews, mostly. Some people disagreed, of course, which they have the right to do, but people have been really butthurt and going after them like they do.
Oh my god.
Some person... Because always... Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, did you have something? Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Okay, alright. Because a lot of people say, and this is the most common argument, when someone disagrees and gives a... I'm breaking here. I'm still, like, reading from Final Fantasy VII. When people give a lower score to a game, say that a game has been getting nice across the board and then it's like 1-7, people always say, on forums everywhere, they're like, oh, you just want attention and you gave it a lower score. No! They just thought it deserved a 7.
Exactly. Jesus freaking Christ!
The fuck does that have to do with your enjoyment of the game? Do you like the game? Do you think it's worth a 9 or a 10? Great! This person didn't.
Yep.
That's called opinions and discussion.
People suck.
I've even heard people say that they shouldn't give that 9s. Giving games 9s is bringing out the review average.
Oh my god.
That's fucking insane. Like, what's the point of a review if you just wanted to match your own fucking opinion every single time and everything should be praised to high heaven? That's not criticism. It's like, if people think that... I think the fact that a game gets a 7 or a 6, or even an 8, people say an 8 out of 10 is bad. Like, fucking...
Yeah.
I mean, that's partially because of the review system we have, you know, where an 8 is actually okay.
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, publishers and game review... We're gonna get into... Like, I'm moving towards Gamergate territory. We are still moving the fuck away from that. But people say that an 8 is bad. But I think that the fact that there's, like, a game that gets 9s and 8s and 10s and stuff, and then someone gives it a 6 or a 7 is interesting.
Yep.
Because that really shows that it's an opinion-based thing, and people have different opinions, and there's multiple ways to approach the subject.
Yep.
Like, you can like it, you cannot like it, but guess what? If you like it, no one's gonna take that away from you. Also, one bad review does not mean that all the other good reviews suddenly stop existing.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's just one of my biggest pet peeves in reviewing and receiving criticism right now, is that if it's not perfect and if someone dares to disagree, they're obviously an attention whore. Or just want to be different and want the clicks and just let people have their opinion, and you play your game and you like it. You love it. You marry that game. It doesn't matter what the other person thought. Just leave him be. Anyway, moving on. Morpheus. Project Morpheus. Hello? You have been cut off. Madam, I cannot hear you. Oh dear, we have technical difficulties. This is great. What happened? It is still recording, but... Okay, we seem to have been cut off.
Hello? Are we back?
Hello?
Yes.
We are back. I mean, it kept recording. Hold on.
I think Skype did some weird stuff.
Yeah, it definitely did. It's still recording. I'm gonna check it real quick. Is it still okay? Like a 21-second. Hold on. Let's stop the recording and then start another one, because I don't want this to get lost. Sorry, folks. There's gonna be another cut. Really sorry. Can't help it. Skype's a piece of shit.
Yep.
See you in a second. And we're back.
Yep.
That was like literally a second.
Yeah.
Didn't want to jeopardize the rest of this thing. Anyways, Morpheus. Project Morpheus.
Morpheus. Yeah,
Esports,
looking cool.
blah blah blah, stuffy stuff. Don't care.
Yep.
Really don't care. Virtual reality is cool, but esports not so much. I mean, nothing wrong with esports. It's great that esports is on ESPN and stuff. But other than that, nah.
Yep.
Okay, then we go to Spotify. We're just gonna skip over that.
Yeah.
Call of Duty 3. Coming out the 5th of October, 2015.
Yay, Call of Duty.
They got an exclusive maps beta, which no one cares about.
Yeah.
Call of Duty. They stole that from Microsoft.
Oh yeah. Woo!
Microsoft must be pissed.
They must be so pissed.
That was the one thing they had. The one thing they had over PS4 and Sony, was Call of Duty 3, and everyone was like, or Call of Duty, and they were like, they didn't talk about Call of Duty. Holy shit, Microsoft didn't talk about Call of Duty, and then it shows up at the Sony press conference, people are like, oh, burn. And, yeah, Call of Duty is currently suffering from, starting to suffer, and has suffered lately from diminishing returns. You know, people are really, the interest is waning finally, but the install base is so big there are so many people playing Call of Duty that it's not going to show for a long while. And it's one of the last games, or one of the few games that's actually also coming out on last-gen consoles, PS4, 3, and Xbox 360.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of people, a lot of young teenage boys, in other words, who shouldn't be playing the game in the first place, a lot of those people only own a console for that game.
Yep.
Also, a lot of, people in general who play Call of Duty and only for Call of Duty, or own a console only for Call of Duty, don't upgrade their console necessarily. So that it makes sense. It makes sense that they have it coming out on a last-gen console, but Call of Duty is slowly but surely losing steam, and I'm very interested in seeing what is going to replace it.
Yep.
But not for us.
Nope.
As I think we've made pretty clear. But it sure was a thing. If you're interested in Call of Duty, I've heard that it's losing steam and interest slowly but surely, because the player base that plays Call of Duty is not that interested in other games, which means that it's going to take a long time for them to kind of lose interest in it, if ever. So it'll take a long time, but it'll eventually kind of fade out.
Yeah.
As people get older and upgrade their consoles and maybe get into other games or stop playing games altogether or move onto some other thing. But I'm just feels like just such a dick move for Sony to take that from Microsoft. And besides that, I don't really have anything to say. Even the people who are really into Call of Duty, journalists and reviewers, because Call of Duty is not a bad game. It's not a bad series of games. It's just very... well, I have several reasons for not personally liking it, but I get the appeal.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go into that, because then we'll get the COD community on our ass. We don't want that! Either.
Nope.
I've already pissed off the Street Fighter community.
Yeah.
Let's try to keep it real. Because if I went into why I don't personally play Call of Duty, or really like Call of Duty or first-person shooters in general, I feel like I have pretty fair reasons. But the people who really like those games don't always listen to reason. So I do not hate for the sake of hating. In fact, I don't hate at all. I just am not interested for specific reasons, and I don't want to go into that.
Yep.
So let's just leave it at that. Call of Duty, whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
People who played will buy it.
Yep.
Sometimes regardless of the quality. That was... I don't think that was all of Sony.
There's Uncharted 4.
There we go.
End.
Uncharted 4 being stuck in a time loop. Because, Nathan Drake got stuck in a time loop in the playable demo. Yeah, then I just have Square Enix stuff in my notes.
Yeah, but I haven't played Uncharted. I should play Uncharted, because I'd probably really like it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm looking through my notes. I have...
No, I'll talk.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead.
And, Uncharted was the last thing they did at the Sony conference, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
It was a long-ass gameplay trailer, wasn't it?
It was pretty long. It got... As I said, they got stuck.
Yeah, they got
stuck. It glitched out, and a bunch of people probably got fired.
Yeah. Oh,
PlayStation, World of Final Fantasy, COD 3... Yeah, I don't know where I put one of my pages. I'm so sorry.
Oh, well.
That I've lost one of them, because there was a Nintendo stuff on it.
But it looked cool. Uncharted.
There it is. I found it.
Ooh.
Cool.
Uncharted has always looked cool.
Yeah.
And pretty.
It looks very Uncharted. You drive and you shoot and you jump and you walk and run.
Yep.
That's Uncharted. Big set pieces.
Not
to say that
story.
it's bad.
Yeah, it's a story-driven game, so...
It is. But they, on one behind-the-scenes CD, they admitted that they came up with the huge set pieces first and then just kind of wrote a story around that.
Yeah.
They just wanted to see a tanker sink into the ocean, and then they just wrote a reason for Nathan Drake to be on a tanker.
Yep.
Yeah. it looks like Uncharted.
Yep.
And if you're into Uncharted, I'm sure you'll be into that. It's the last game.
Yep.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
I really hope that it is, because Naughty Dog, I want them to do other things.
Yeah, me too, because Naughty Dog, they make great games, so I'd love to see new stuff from them.
Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Because that's what they started out with. Naughty Dog did Crash Bandicoot, and then Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
And, like, these, like, third-person platforming action-adventure things. And I want them to do more of that. And obviously more standalone stuff like The Last of Us. Like, just put Nathan Drake is Uncharted is like a behemoth.
Yeah.
Like, just put that to rest with a good final installment and then move on to other interesting stuff. Because clearly you're good at that.
Yep.
So I can't say anything about Uncharted, never played them, but
yep.
Hey, if you want more Uncharted, there's your Uncharted. Enjoy it.
Yep.
Hope we last one. Disney Infinity, Star Wars.
But Disney Infinity, oh my god, the guy was such a salesman.
I know.
Seriously.
I wrote down.
I was like, oh, it was pissing me off so bad.
It was. I wrote down in big capital letters. I'm so glad you said that, because the one thing I wrote down during his speech was, once again, in big caps, Jesus, this guy!
Yep.
Blah, 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 it was just going on about, and then I wrote down exclusive premiere limited collection overload.
Yep.
He just went all out with the exclusive limited edition premiere super hype, wow, Star Wars.
Oh
Disney
my
Infinity.
God.
I was like, stop, somebody stop this man.
Yep.
He is going off the wall.
Wow. It was so annoying. I hate,
yes,
salesmen. Super
excited, like, used cars people. Like, let's make a deal.
Yeah, because, the guy, the Disney Infinity guy, it seemed like he didn't even know shit about the game. He was just told to say these things.
I know,
sell it,
yes.
say things like you're in a freaking commercial.
Yeah, as I said, this is the kind of shit that I hate.
Yeah.
If you're in PR, at least be convincing. This guy wasn't.
No.
He was like, here's Disney's new multimedia super product that I was told to sell. I don't know where I am or what I'm doing, but my God, buy our shit.
Yeah.
I hated that guy. A lot of other people said that he was fine because he was energetic and fun. I fucking hated him. I was just like,
freaking hate it. I don't know. Maybe it's a Northern European thing.
I think it is. I like, at least partially. I don't like using culture as a shield. Or as an excuse, but I think, like, because even, our commercials, whenever someone's selling something to us, it's always rather subdued.
Yep.
We don't have that kind of in-your-face marketing, that kind of like, buy, sell, get these things now and get an exclusive yada yada with you. It's, like, even our, like, shop TV stuff.
Yeah.
It's really like, hey, so here's the thing. And you can buy it, and
and it does this and this, and there's that.
It would be really cool.
Yep.
You might enjoy it. Like, we don't have this kind of, like, power marketing thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, generally, I hated that most of the speakers in E3, they were, they spoke with that, like, with their hands and, with certain, speech patterns. That it's like they all went to the same freaking speech class.
Especially with EA. They come from this factory line of men in suits talking about, like, hold on. It's like, I am proud to announce that Title X will be first available on PS4. And it's all the same cadence, the same intonation, that kind of thing over and over again.
The same hand movements,
Yeah, the same, like, I was even, oh my God, I didn't even realize you can't see it, because I was doing the, like, putting your fingers to, touching your fingers and then doing the little outward thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we all know what it looks like and what it sounds like, and we can so tell
and
when someone's doing that
pisses me off. It's not natural. It's boring. It's just, corporate shit.
Yeah, we know exactly what's coming at what time. Like, it's like, here comes the big reveal, and here comes the announcement, or like, here comes the the sales pitch.
Yeah.
And that Disney Infinity guy was just the pinnacle of that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because he was trying to break away from that, but in doing so, he was just exposing himself even more.
Exactly.
He just
Oh,
in there with the Disney smile and the Disney energy.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Yeah,
I mean, I hated it,
I
but
hated him. A lot of other people said he was okay, but I would say that there are people who are used to, seeing those people more.
used to.
Yeah,
That
we do
kind of
not,
stuff.
we are not part of the journalistic circle, and we're not
No.
part of the, power marketing culture
No.
either. So it just made me angry. It made me really, really angry. It made me angry like a used car salesman who's like, so let's make a deal. Do we you want the keys? This already? Like, I got them right here. It's like, stop.
Yeah.
Shut up. I mean, I know that, okay, that's mean-spirited. I get saying mean-spirited to tell someone to shut up, but I'm like, tone it down. Calm down, please. Like, too much is too much, and it's actually distracting from the action.
Yeah.
I don't care. I never really cared for the whole, like, figurine collecting thing with Skylanders and Amiibo and stuff, but that guy, like, killed my interest even more.
Yeah.
It was so transparently, like, buy our shit. And I know what people are gonna say, well, E3 is always about buying our shit. Yes, it is, but this year it was, like, an undercurrent. It's like, we knew that these people were selling us things that aren't even released yet. They were trying to get us hyped to buy things ahead of time. But it felt, there was less of it on display.
Yeah.
It wasn't like so like exclusive this, exclusive that, innovative, super secret, like pre-order, blah blah blah. It was like, here's our game. What do you think? And actual gameplay, and then women and men speaking on stage about the games that are gonna come out. And then the Disney Infinity guy. And EA did that too. I mean, EA had that too. Like, they were exactly like carbon copies of one another. I think they have like a bunch of them backstage, and then they just remove the shrink wrap and activate them like brand new. So.
Oh well.
But EA felt, even though it is a marketing PR event, it felt more honest this year.
Yeah.
But that guy was just like, no. None of that.
Yep.
Even if other people liked him.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the Disney Infinity. No, it was at Sony. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And then more Star Wars Battlefront. A little.
Yeah.
Fine. EA already kind of had its share with that. Uncharted 4. Yeah, we already talked about that. Action. Quippity quip. I wrote down that I give it my personal award for snarkiest game of E3.
Yeah.
It is definitely targeting that Marvel audience. As it always has. By the way. And then we move on to Nintendo. Muppets.
No, this is
this is me again. Muppets. Have you seen the Muppets? Did you see the Muppets? Nintendo
Yeah,
Muppets?
I've seen the Muppets. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yep. Yes, it was. It was cool.
Okay, and I'm gonna defend Nintendo here. I'm not a raging fanboy or anything. I'm gonna defend them. Sony focused on games that are coming out, but a lot of people said that after the press conference they realized that there's not going to be almost anything released for the next 8 months or so.
Yeah.
That they had some really nice window dressing, but not much to show for now. Like what's coming out now. But Nintendo, a lot of people complained that there weren't that many reveals or new stuff. But Nintendo focused on games that are coming out in the near future, 2015, early 2016. They showed a lot of stuff that they're going to be releasing in the near future. Star Fox Zero looks great. Then they talked about Amiibo. Don't care.
Yep.
Give a shit. Fuck Amiibo. Because, they are in such scarce quantity. Dance Party with the Muppets. The Muppets were just kind of dancing.
Yeah.
Zelda Triforce Heroes. Fall of 2015. I think I've already written down 2014 again. Maybe.
2015.
Yeah. It's basically Zelda Four Swords Adventure, but with 3 people.
Yep.
And Zelda Four Swords Adventure is sweet. It's an awesome game. And after I saw the gameplay at the Treehouse, I actually got more interested in it. It's great. So I think it has online, which for a Nintendo game, good. You got it. Good job, Nintendo. You did it. You finally managed to put online into a game that deserves online. Hyrule Warriors 3DS. I'm just gonna go through these really quickly. Once again, there's not much to talk about in the sense of news. I just want to talk about them in the sense of what they did right, because I'm gonna get into that. Hyrule Warriors 3DS. People who like Hyrule Warriors, I like Hyrule Warriors. I own that game. It's good. Some people disagree. I think it's fine. Shut up. Wind Waker characters, absolutely yes. I love Wind Waker, so having representation from the series is cool. The next thing. Oh crap! Where did I put it? Oh no! Hold on a minute. There it is. Metroid Prime Federation Forces. Oh shit, people lost their minds because it was not at all what they wanted. They wanted another Metroid Prime, they're getting a spin-off, people were pissed off like hell.
Oh yeah.
And I will say, as a personal thing, I love Metroid. I love Metroid Prime, I played all 3 games. Didn't finish up 2 because of problems with the disc. But I am also not very much looking forward to Federation Forces. If it sells well, good. If it doesn't, I'm not surprised. It seems like it completely misses the point of Metroid, which is isolation and exploration, not team-based combat, playing as a generic space marine dude, when the whole point is playing as a female bounty hunter who's doing missions alone in space. So it seems to be missing the point for me. I don't get it. It's missing the Metroid Prime atmosphere or the Metroid atmosphere, because Mario Party still feels like a Mario game. Mario Kart feels like a Mario game. Mario Tennis feels like a Mario game. Or the Pokemon Snap is still undeniably a Pokemon game, even though it's about taking pictures and not catching them. But Metroid Prime or Metroid Prime Federation Forces seems to be missing the atmosphere and the Metroid feel, which is really important for a spin-off. If you're gonna make a spin-off, it has to carry the sentiment of the original games, and I feel like Metroid Prime Federation Forces doesn't, and I feel really bad about that. Fire Emblem Fates coming out in 2016. It still sure is Fire Emblem. Great. If you're interested in Fire Emblem, buy it. I certainly am. I'm keeping my eyes on it. Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem 2016. We'll get back to that. Bananas. Man, Iwata was staring at bananas. I have no idea. Xenoblade Chronicles X coming the 4th, that also could be the 11th, of December 2015. Great. I so want that game. I cannot wait. Once again, I need to make you play Xenoblade Chronicles, the original one, because it is very close in terms of exploration stuff to Final Fantasy XII. I have a feeling you'd really like it. So remind me to make you play that.
I probably will. Yeah.
Really recommend it. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. Hey, great. Animal Crossing. People love designing homes in Animal Crossing. Do you like Animal Crossing? Yes. Played.
Yep.
Coming out the 25th of September. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Buy the Amiibo. Buy all the shit. I mean, at least they're being upfront about it.
Yeah.
Which, good luck finding those things. You're not gonna. Yoshi's Woolly World, 16th of October. But we are getting it next Friday.
Woo!
It is actually the 21st of June at the moment. Europe is getting it on the 26th, so fuck you, America, we're getting it first.
Woo!
We'll get back to more Yoshi's Woolly World in a second. Yokai Watch looks cute, made by Level 5. Level 5 makes really good games. Or enjoyable RPGs, Japanese style stuff.
Yeah.
With usually like a childish or a childlike aesthetic. Really looking forward to that. I think they were involved in Ni no Kuni. Yes, they were. So yeah, if you like that style of stuff, good. It's like basically Pokemon except with Japanese spirits. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Yes! New Mario and Luigi game with Paper Mario. It's basically like a cross. It's like the Paper Mario universe crossed with the Mario and Luigi universe. And then they made an RPG about it with Mario and Luigi RPG gameplay with some Paper Mario mechanics. Absolutely all of my yes. I want that. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I haven't played a Mario Tennis game ever. I've had my chances, but I never got around to doing that. But for whatever, I don't know why. This makes no sense, but I'm for some reason really looking forward to Ultra Smash. There's absolutely no reason. It's just, it's colorful, it looks fast-paced and fun. It's developed by Camelot, the same people who do all the Mario Sports games, or a lot of the Mario Sports games, the good ones. Also, people who developed the Golden Sun series. It's colorful, it's fun, the music sounds cool. I don't know why I'm so into it, but I am. Don't judge me.
No, tennis.
Yeah, tennis. And maybe it's because I've been watching Baby Steps. I think that has a lot to do with it, actually. I've been watching Baby Steps, so I'm really into tennis.
I love tennis. It's so much fun.
Yeah, tennis is fun, especially like with Mario elements. You know, more arcadey. Like you don't actually need to know that much about tennis. It's fun. Super Mario Maker, the 11th of September. I already kind of talked about that.
Yeah.
It's gonna have its own amiibo. Yeah. And that was pretty much Nintendo. Okay, so here comes the defense. In terms of news, nothing. But they made me have fun at E3. I was following their stream the whole time. It was super fun. It was really cool to hear the developers talk about their games honestly, like how they designed them, what sort of philosophies they had when designing the games. Like how they approached certain problems that they might have had. It was awesome to see like 20 to like almost an hour, like a combined total of an hour of gameplay from like almost every title that they announced.
Yeah.
Like just on stage casual gameplay, like with very little of that like PR kind of stuff. Of course they had the PR kind of stuff going. Because they had to, they were still selling the game, obviously, but it was just people enjoying the game.
Yep.
Like just like translators and people who worked in the localization team, like, hey, this is what we've been working on, let's play some of it, and they're like, yay, and they had fun, and they talked to the developers who talked about the games they've been developing. I thought it was really fun. Watching them was really fun. It made me really excited for their products because I knew what I was gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. Like, Nintendo may not have had the strongest event. Oh, also they had the Super Smash Bros. Stuff, which I think it would have done better if they had combined some of the Super Smash Bros. Announcements into the event instead of having like a separate 20-minute thing.
Yeah.
Because they had Ryu and Roy coming back, and people were really excited about that. Except that it was leaked already. Same thing with Hyrule Warriors 3DS; it was already leaked, so that's unfortunate for them. Like that's not their fault. But it would have done them good to announce that at the event, so people would have felt like they got more new material out of it. But the games that they showed looked really solid, with the exception of maybe Amiibo Festival, because fuck Amiibo. I like Amiibo, but they're way too hard to get.
Oh, yeah.
They've done a horrible job with that, and they do it on purpose, and I hate it. And I hate them for it. But other than that, they didn't show much news, in terms of news, but it was so much fun. I had a lot of fun following Nintendo, and they showcased a lot of stuff in the Treehouse event. Typo Man was really cool. It's like this independent game. I'm trying to go through this quickly, so you will actually get to say something at some point. Typo Man was this independent game where you combine letters to make words, and you solve puzzles with them. Like you take the words or letters U and P, and then you push them together with your little character. Who is also made out of letters that spell hero. He's looking for his other arm. You push together the letters U and P to make the word up, and that raises a platform. Or there's like a puddle that you can't go into because you're made of ink, and you'll dissolve.
Yeah. Cool.
So you'll and it's raining because there's a cloud with the word rain in it. So you have to swing like on a rope that has the letter D on it, and then combine the letter D with the word rain to make the word drain, and that actually drains all the water. I thought that was really interesting, and maybe it's
that's
like
cool.
And there was it was the word part. Like you see the word part on the ground. And then it actually turns around. It flips itself around and becomes trap, and it kills you.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Cool. That's fun.
Yeah, I thought it was really like they showed that on the Treehouse thing. They showed a lot of stuff that they didn't show at the event, at the Treehouse thing, the live stream, which I think it would have done them some good to show the stuff that they showed, like, at the Treehouse, to just kind of at least mention it. Because there was a lot of interesting stuff that people didn't know about. They showed some of Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater, which I will never play. It's a Fatal Frame game, and you have to take pictures with the gamepad, and that means that the ghosts and the things will be in your face the whole time, like literally like inches from your face. So yeah, not playing that ever. And they showed, and now we get the Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. Oh boy. Oh dear. I'll send you a link on Skype. If I can find it. Because I'd like to think that we, like, you know, you and me, we have a pretty high tolerance for weeaboo stuff.
Yeah.
Because, you know, why pretend that we don't?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we've watched Free and we liked it.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So we have a pretty high tolerance for, like, outrageous costume designs and, like, really tropey dialogue and, like, total, like, you know, gay tension and, like, shipping and, you know, that kind of, like, ridiculous Japanese stuff that is so Japanese that no one else could get into it. But at least on my part, like, I think you're the same way. But at least on my part, I need substance with my weird, outrageous, horrible stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Free had a really nice, cute story. You know, it wasn't just the exhibitionism, which there was a lot of, but it also had a really nice story and really nice characters that you related to. Like, and Persona, like, that's also has some stuff, not as much as Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem, but that also has some stuff in it. But, you know, like Rise, for example, you know, she's like this idol showbiz thing, but they actually develop her character and make her interesting. Yeah. And obviously they have a gay character and, like, all this stuff to give substance to the Japanese crazy otaku thing. So, yeah, I'm not gonna look like if a series or game or whatever just has boobs and, like, really dumb clothing and, like, stereotypical characters, I'm not gonna give a shit. You know, I hate that stuff. But if there's brains behind it, I'm interested. Like, I can either look past that or even enjoy the ridiculousness more because there's brains behind it. So yeah, I just want to make my statement clear that I can deal with weeaboo stuff, really, really, like, really highly condensed, like, Japan, you know.
Yeah.
I can deal with that, but I need something to support it. I can't just take, like, crazy Japanese series and then, you know, that kind of a sales pitch and then be like, I'm in. I actually need something behind it. Let's see. Because I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of one specific character. Probably can't. Oh, no, wait. You know what I'll do? I'll link to you the video. Real quick. What were you saying?
Is it the singer person?
It's the singer person!
The singer? Is it the singer? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It is the singer person. The one with the quote-unquote gothic thing going on?
Yep. Quote-unquote.
Have you seen her outfit?
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, I'll like, my friend, who will call Rush, because that's the name he goes on by YouTube and other things. He said that like it crossed the border for him when they started singing, and I'm like, I can't wait to J-pop some enemies to death.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly the kind of thing that I thrive on. If it's smart on top of that, like if the gameplay is deep and the characters have personalities and personal struggles and stuff, the theme is really interesting, like Performa. Like everyone has creative energy within them, and then it gets released, and you become, and you kind of use that. So I think you could have some really deep stuff with that, really interesting, thematically interesting, like what it means to work in a creative industry, what it means to be an entertainer versus being a real person, like with Rise once again. Like she had that kind of clash between being an idol and then being a real person. And what it means to like pursue that, like how difficult it is to actually get into a creative industry and like follow through with it. They could do a lot of interesting things, like a lot of interesting commentary about the entertainment industry and the current state that Japan is in with idols and stuff, because that's the reason the idols are in there, because they're really big in Japan right now.
Yeah.
It's just such a shame that it's a very, very Japanese thing.
Yeah.
So people are not going to be able to get into that easily. Oh, there it is. Sorry if you can hear part of this. I'm going to try to be quick. I'm going to copy that and paste it into your thing. If I can find your thing. I would like to get the chat. Can you write something in the chat so I can get open? I'm still...
Okay. There we go.
Okay, thank you. Just gonna get that open. I'm gonna post the link here. It's oh, okay, paste. There we go. God damn it! Just paste the goddamn thing. Okay, it's lagging. Sorry, Johan.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. There it is. I'll undo it because I think I posted it twice. There you go. Look from 9:30 onward. There's a cutscene with the outfit. And as I was saying, I have a high tolerance for this stuff as long as it has brains behind it, or a brain behind it. A purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the problem I had, it wasn't I mean, the exhibitionism is a problem, but once again, if they make this character like a broken mess, like, you have to be, like, this is your public persona, and what does that do to you in your, like, everyday life? Like, that could be a really interesting chance to talk about that. But it wasn't the outrageous outfits on the guys, or the huge boobs on the high school girls. It's that in 10:02, 10 minutes 2 seconds. This is on Nintendo's YouTube channel, Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2015 Day 2, Gene Ibundaku. 10 minutes 2 seconds. It's that fucking zipper. Yeah. She has panties with a zipper. That's what broke me. That fucking broke me, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What is that? I'm sorry I'm yelling, but what the fuck is wrong with you, Japan? No! Stop. You went too far. You had me up to this point. Barely. I mean, there's that one fucking Oni-chan character with a collar around her neck.
Yeah,
like a little Lolita girl, and I'm like, oh, yes. But it's that one little detail, the fact that she has a zipper running down the front of her panties that drives me up the wall. I want to find whoever did this and punch them in the mouth and say, no, do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. You will redraw.
That's gross.
That's gross. That is like for easy vaginal access. Like, what the fuck does she need that for? She's not it's not even like she's a guy and you unzip your pants to take a leak. That's like you unzip your pants up the front so people can stick their dick into you.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting. I'm sorry. Like, that little detail just makes me loathe the character design. This one character in particular. Like, fuck you, whoever designed that. Like, someone masturbated to that. Like, I know that it's already like a fetishy thing with the whole gothic attire and the very skimpy clothing and stuff, but it's that zipper down the middle that just drives me insane. I can't stand it. Like, that is... I can't defend that. I don't want to defend that. I want to go over to Japan and say, try the fuck again. You failed. I'm sorry, I had my
dumb character,
What? Excuse me? What did you say?
Dumb character
Yeah.
design.
Wow, you're turning into a robot.
I said, did you? Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. And I know, like, why are you ranting about that one thing? I'm ranting about it because it makes me fucking crazy, and I know that it's there for the only reason it's there because someone thought it's hot, and it's not. Like, if you masturbate to that, then, my god, look at porn. Just something else. Not the zipper down the pants and it's pink and like, I will not stop. Shut up. Don't shut. I'm like Christian Bale right now. Don't shut me up. Like, that's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
Me. I will play that game. The gameplay looks very solid. It looks like a Persona kind of deal. And and the guys at Atlas are usually pretty smart about how they write their characters. They always have their ridiculous stuff, like in Catherine, but they're usually pretty smart in how they present their characters. So I'm fingers crossed hoping that that character actually has a good backstory to her. Because otherwise, I will not hold back in my critique of that fucking zipper down her pants. I've said fucking zipper so many times.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's awful.
Yep.
Stop it, Japan. Stop it. I don't care if it was. It doesn't even matter if it wasn't Japan. Just stop it.
Yeah.
Ugh. So that's my rant for the Nintendo part. Really looking forward to the game. I have a high tolerance for that stuff. I can look past it. You know, if it's smartly written or entertaining. But that's something that I cannot defend and I will never want to defend.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys. Yeah. That was Nintendo. On that somber note. Nintendo kept me entertained and I like them, but we'll get back to them when we'll also get back to Yoshi's Woolly World. Don't worry. And then Squeenix. My god, this has been going on for like way over like closer to like 3 hours or over 3 hours now. I don't care. We're rolling through this. I'll like upload this in multiple parts.
Yeah.
Squeenix.
Square Enix.
The most boring conference there was.
Oh yeah, it was the most awkward and kind of.
You want to talk about old men talking?
Yeah.
Oh, there were so many old men talking, and I think the translator even fell asleep at one point because he forgot to translate a thing.
Oh yeah, he kind of stopped.
Yeah, and then I heard like you could hear in the background, like when the trailer for I think it was Nier.
Yeah.
When the new Nier game started up, like you could hear him fiddling with the mic, like shit.
Yeah.
Like, buddy, I don't blame you. That was bad. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. Fucking bad.
Yep.
Because it was talking. They made Just Cause 3 less exciting. Not boring, less exciting by saying, in the world of Just Cause 3, you can fly around in a way. Yes, just show us the fucking game! You're showing us the fucking game and still you're somehow managing to talk over it. No. That made me sad.
Yeah.
I was like, it looks cool, but... And then they talked about Tomb Raider. I mean, oh, by the way, well, actually, there was the new Nier game.
Yeah.
And Platinum Games is working on it, because Platinum Games is working on everything.
Yeah.
Right now. Oh, hold on. Yeah, anyway, besides that, did you see the face?
Oh, yeah, I did.
I saw the face. Oh god, someone came home. Hello, I'm recording stuff. So, yeah, did you see the face?
I saw the face.
I was like, what? I'm gonna move to another place. Yeah, the face. The one interesting thing to happen during the entire thing.
Yep.
The entire press conference was just the face. Sorry, I'm gonna... Okay. I moved to another room because people were coming in.
Yes.
I didn't think they would be here today, so... kind of caught me off guard. Sorry, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, the face. the phase that was like, what? They didn't mention it. Nobody called attention to it.
Exactly.
No explanation whatsoever. Apparently, it's a character from the original Nier, but nobody mentioned that. Nobody called any attention to it. No, the guy was just very business. He was still doing the business talk while wearing the fucking head. And everyone was like, well, that certainly was something. In the middle of all the dry fucking talking, we just have a guy in a moon mask with no explanation
whatsoever.
It was kind of cool. Because at least something happened.
Yep. But, oh man.
Yeah. It was like, welcome to your nightmare. All of a sudden. And, new Nier, don't really care. Didn't play the original.
Yep.
Yep. I've heard that it was meh. So Platinum Games is like instant inject Platinum Games and just add water to give that game some style. So maybe it'll work out well. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it looks pretty and design wise.
Yeah, why not? But we don't know anything about it. They just said that it's coming. That was the fucking theme with the Square Enix press conference. They announced that they were going to announce more things.
Yeah.
What face? What? Let's see. Yeah, they were talking about the long-standing fans of Nier, and I was like, what fans?
Yeah.
Tomb Raider. Okay, this is where this is where we get to the graphics thing. They were like, so human and believable, and individual snowflakes fall on her eyelashes, and she gets dirty, and she has some scars. I'm like, yes, so human and believable. In fact, so perfectly human and believable that you'd always think that it was made by a machine.
Yeah, woo!
It's like, oh yeah, she's such a real human character. What about her story? What about her development? What about her emotions? Ah, fuck that. Yeah. She looks real.
Yeah, whoa.
Like, that is the exact opposite of real, by making something look real but not being real.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happened, and, I don't know, the whole thing was so dry that I didn't even make too many notes on it.
I know.
The fucking guy came up and was like, hey, you want some Kingdom Hearts? Here's a mobile game.
Yeah.
We're pissed. They were doing that. That was the one part where they did that on purpose.
Oh, yeah, they did that on purpose.
They were like, want some Kingdom Hearts? Okay, we'll have some Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts, Unchained Keys.
Yeah.
And then was like, okay, you want some Kingdom Hearts? Okay, now let's actually go to Kingdom Hearts. Here's an interview at Disney. Okay, you want Kingdom Hearts? I know you want Kingdom Hearts. Okay, so let's have Kingdom Hearts. Hey, one of the guys is in the audience. Hi.
Yeah. And then we got to Kingdom Hearts.
Then we got to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Very cool.
Very cool. Indeed. They were talking about heart, darkness, and friendship, and black and white, and it made no sense, and that's Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell.
Yep.
I was
Looks
like,
cool.
It was like darkness and heart, and darkness and heart, and darkness and heart. It was like, yep, that's sure what it is.
Yep, and Sora's clothes are cool.
Yeah, I thought Sora was a really cool design.
Yeah, his design was cool.
Yeah.
Cool, very cool.
Yeah, it all looked very cool. It was so cool to see a new engine, finally.
I know. Finally you see
what
it looks like.
I know, so vibrant and colorful.
Yeah,
so cool.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. And they seem to have the flow motion system from Dream Drop Distance, which is good. That was like one of the better parts of the game. Because that whole game was filler. Like, absolute filler. Yeah. Like, that was the game form of filler.
Oh, yeah.
But it had the flow motion system, which was cool, and they seem to have brought that back, and they're working on some... there was one part where Sora was, like, floating and shooting stuff. Like, that's kind of like Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. But, once again, it's just in development.
Yeah, but we got 2 new characters.
Yes, we did. They were playing ominous chess.
Yup, talking deep stuff.
They were talking about the plot.
Yeah.
That totally exists and is a thing. and not at all convoluted and hard to follow or impossible. But we're so into it.
I know.
We're way
so
too
excited.
deep down the rabbit hole now to stop giving a shit.
Exactly.
It's like, way to be marks. I don't care. if the game is good, looks exciting. I'm excited.
It looks cool. And I mean, this is a game I will buy a PlayStation 4 for.
Exactly. Exactly. 4.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be. I'm once again not hyped. That's a different thing. I'm not like, oh my god. It's like, it's a new Kingdom. It's Kingdom Hearts 3 HD for the first time. I have the right to be like intrigued. You know, I don't buy into hype, but I'm interested because it's more Kingdom Hearts and it's finally Kingdom Hearts 3. But of course, Square couldn't say when it was coming out. It's just, we're gonna announce more details. Same thing with Final Fantasy 7 and World of Final Fantasy. I thought they would actually show something new. Nope. We announced that they made an announcement that they're going to make an announcement later on.
Yeah.
Because who wants to see video games at the video game show? Fucking hell. And then there was the PC Gamer show.
No, we need to talk about Deus Ex first.
Oh, fuck, sorry. I was gonna talk about it in the PC Gamer show, because they showed actual footage.
Oh yeah, they showed, the gameplay thing.
Yeah, Mankind Divided. Go.
Mankind Divided. I love the first one, so I'll probably love this, because it looks really cool. It seems like they've improved some stuff, which is good. Yeah. We get more, sneaky stuff and non-lethal stuff.
Yes, that was great. We have an actual taser that's worth a damn.
Yep.
That was great. But
it looks really pretty.
Yeah, Square Enix showed no gameplay.
Oh yeah,
that was in the PC trailer. Gamer show where they showed. And it was so many pickles. I was like, yeah, so many pickles.
Yeah.
And then one.
But it looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks interesting. And then the person showing all the so many pickles was like, well, that's really what Deus Ex is all about. I'm like, it's about pickles? that was a really weird, marketing comment to make, at that point. That's really what Deus Ex is all about. Many pickles.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and then there was a PC Gamer show. I'm kind of rushing, but we've been going on for 3 hours and 40-some minutes. But once again, I love focusing
it's
parts.
a long ass time. I need to go to sleep soon.
Yeah, so do I, because I didn't sleep at all yesterday. So the PC Gamer show. Yeah, tomorrow's Monday. Fucking work. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, PC Gamer show. I checked out after 1 hour. I will be honest. I did not watch the entire thing because it was 2.5 hours long. And it took them an hour to get to some gameplay stuff.
Oh god.
I'm like, hello, are you there? Skype probably was lagging.
I am? Yes.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm not gonna, because people were like, it doesn't end. It never ends. Is it going to end ever? Is this really 3 hours? They can't be serious. It's 3 hours. Why? And because I watched that after the fact. Because my body had just kind of given up at that point. Like, nope, you can't stay up any longer. Oh yeah, Skype probably screwed up again. Great. Skype screwed up again. Let's reconnect the call. See if we can do that. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going about the PC Gaming Conference. Nothing exciting. Really? Well, probably there was strafe and stuff. Oh god, it's not connecting. Oh no. We are having more problems. Yay, internet! We apologize very much. Let's see if it connects. Well, I'm gonna keep going. The PC Gamer Conference was a thing. I watched up to the first hour and then I gave up. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done with the PC Gamer thing. I heard that he went on for 3 hours, and I was like, okay, no more. It was a thing. I'm not gonna comment on it too much. They had strafe and oh great, the call failed. They have strafe and some other stuff. Oh yeah, a new thing from the makers in Indonesia. And we are about to be live again. Yay!
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah.
Great, Skype is fantastic today. I'm gonna keep recording. No, not gonna slice this up into anything. Yeah. I just went on about the PC Gamer Conference a little. I checked out after 1 hour, as I said, and they showed Strafe, which I didn't see because I already checked out. I had already left. And then they because as I said, I watched it after the fact, so I wasn't like obligated to watch the whole live thing. And then I heard that it was 2.5 hours, and I was like, okay, no.
Yep.
No more. They showed some Mankind Divided gameplay. There's apparently a new game coming out from the makers of Amnesia. American Truck Simulator. Okay, lots of people are into Euro Truck Simulator, so why not?
Yeah.
And that was the PC Gamer Conference. Make it shorter.
Woo, yep, definitely
Shorter next year, please, God. Because there was an Indiegogo for one journalist to save her ass because she was sitting in a very uncomfortable chair the entire time.
Oh god.
And then she discovered that there was like a little counter that was telling like the host person when they would switch games.
Oh.
And then she saw the counter countdown and then flipped back to 59 minutes. And she was like, oh no.
My god.
And then when they announced the last guest, like, that was the most apparently the most genuine audience reaction to anything. Like, yeah, get us out of here. So that was the PC Gamer Show.
Woo!
The end. That was E3. Woo, we're done. Finally. Jesus Christ, that took... I'm sorry that took so long, but there was a lot of shit to go through.
Yep. Lots of
people
stuff this year, which is fun.
Yeah. Lots of stuff worth talking about.
Yep.
This is why people split things up into, like, reaction videos and things, but yeah, it was exciting. This year was exciting for me. And
yeah, it was.
And
so much stuff.
And I think we should end this off by first plugging our stuff, obviously, but first let's name our game of show.
Ooh.
Go ahead. Any honorable mentions you can obviously also mention, but like your game of show by the end of it all.
My favorite. Favorite show. Do you mean like no,
just
favorite game?
Game of show.
A game of show.
Yeah. Like, preferably one with gameplay, obviously. So.
Yeah, preferably, but what can you do? Oh, man. Now I'm gonna think about what made me, feel best. Obviously, there's Final Fantasy, but that was...
No, we're not gonna count that, because it just had a teaser trailer. Small. Like, that is so small that you can't. You just can't.
I'll probably...
well, if you want to think about it, I can talk about mine first.
No, actually, I can say it.
Okay, cool.
It was Deus Ex, Mankind Divided.
Yeah, they had gameplay.
Yep.
Yes. You are looking forward to that the most.
Very much.
What would you say was the best press conference then?
Well, Sony had a lot of stuff and etc. etc.
Yeah.
But Bethesda was, most fan friendly.
Yeah. For me, it's actually well, I'm gonna start with my game of show. Or are you?
Yep.
Do you wanna give some honorable mentions to anything like?
Well,
anything
honorable mention, Dishonored.
Okay. Honorable mention to Dishonored.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start off by giving a few honorable mentions. I wrote like a page-long thing on Facebook about this because I just wanted to feel good about myself about giving some attention to indie games. So my honorable mentions go to Beyond Eyes, Typo Man, and Cuphead.
Yep.
Great games all around, for different reasons. And my game of show, believe it or not, is Yoshi's Woolly World.
Woo!
The more I see about that game, the more I want it. I have saved up money and stuff to buy that as my late birthday gift. I didn't buy a birthday gift this year at the beginning of summer because I was specifically saving up money for that.
Yeah.
I wanted, the more I see it, the greater it looks. It looks absolutely adorable. The gameplay looks great. It has co-op. It has the only amiibo that I will ever probably buy. It's just all around, like, you can make things from fabric, and it has like so much detail in the world, and it's colorful and happy, and it has the right idea about difficulty. Like, you know, it's not about how teeth-grindingly frustrating it is. It's about finding all the secrets and getting 100% is the difficulty. Anyone can enjoy it. Anyone can run through it, and it's not penalized, and you don't get like super extra hyper, like hidden endings, or like you don't miss any of the game. You don't technically miss any of the game if you just run through it and enjoy it that way. But it, like for those of you who, or for those of us who want a more challenging experience, we can try to find all the collectibles, and that's a great design philosophy.
Yeah.
Because it lets everyone enjoy the game. And Yoshi looks adorable. There's so much detail in the world, like thread, Velcro. Like you have like walls made of Velcro that you can like cling onto and climb.
Oh, cool.
And buttons everywhere, and everything is made from obviously like yarn, knitted from yarn, like amigurumi style.
Yeah.
And they have so many ideas, and there's so much creativity in it, and it every time I see it, it makes me really happy.
Yeah.
It makes me want to play it even more than the last time I saw it, and it's coming out next Friday. I'm so getting it. I've been waiting for that game for an eternity. It is my game of show. It is sublime in all. It was sublime in all aspects that I saw. Great stuff. Definitely recommend it. And my conference of the show goes to Sony.
Yeah.
Even though Bethesda is a close second or even equal to that.
Oh yeah.
Like definitely. Like in terms of stuff that is coming out now, Bethesda was good because of the stuff that they're making stuff now, is coming out in the near future. There's stuff, there's actually like something to get excited for the near future. PS4 Sony got me interested in their distant future and all the things they promised me, which isn't really that exciting when you think about it. But the fact that they managed to excite people and hide the fact that they don't actually have that much going for them right now, is very impressive. It tells of a good press conference.
Oh yeah.
So Bethesda, Sony, but actually, the winner for me is Nintendo.
Yeah.
In terms of E3 presence, they had the Nintendo World Championships, Super Smash Bros. Announcement, the digital event, and 3 days of live streaming, live actual gameplay with developers, and like never before seen footage of games that they are about to release during this year, or very close to next year.
Yeah.
That to me, it was the best thing. They kept me entertained throughout E3. They got me excited for all their products that were coming out. Like ones that I wasn't that excited for before, like Triforce Heroes or Mario Tennis. But they got me excited. They got me interested. They felt genuine and honest, and they just wanted to show the product. It felt like they were obviously selling their products, but it was more about showing off the things that we will get to eventually play, and they did it in a very honest, very relaxed, casual way that was mostly stripped of the like E3 hype covering it. Like it was very raw and like, which is why I had a lot of fun, and I appreciate them for that. So good job, Nintendo. My press conference of the show still goes to Sony and Bethesda, but my personal like E3 presence and fun goes to Nintendo. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that was that for the plugs. Go ahead. Where can we find you?
What? Oh, where YouTube?
YouTube,
I
and
believe.
your username is? Thank you by the way, for sitting through over 3 hours of us rambling about E3.
Yeah.
If you did it, you're great, and we love you. You're amazing. Before you say anything, I was wondering, obviously not this long, we wouldn't make them this long, but would you be down for doing like a monthly or bi-weekly thing for like 30 to 60 minutes?
Sure.
Of this. And not just video games, I'm thinking about like mainly like movies, anime, and video games.
Yeah,
like just a small recap of what we've been playing, what happened in the news, and what we've been watching, and if there's anything we're excited for. I was like, if we did this every twice per month, bi-weekly, we could, that way we would actually have time to play and watch things, because we're students, we're busy. You're working a 12-hour shift at work. I have 700 pages of books to read, and a job, a 20-hour-a-week job on top of 700 books a week, which 20 hours may not seem like that much, but when you combine that with the studying, it gets to you.
Yep.
Yeah,
but I'm down for that.
Yeah, because we generally talk to each other every 2 weeks, which may seem weird to some people because we just spent over 3 hours talking to each other, but that's because we hardly ever are in contact.
Yeah.
So when we talk for a lot. So I was like, we could do a little roundup every 2 weeks.
Sure.
And then I could post it on YouTube or SoundCloud, obviously. Or. So, yeah, cool. So let's say obviously on the weekends. Say Saturday. Yeah. Saturday or Sunday. And if we're busy, or if you're busy, don't worry. I have other people I can get on the call.
Yes.
I have planned this out, and this is not a spur of the moment, I thought this up. Trust me, I have been thinking about this for the past year or so.
Yes.
You know that I don't throw things together. All willy-nilly. But yeah, go ahead with your plug.
What? What were we talking about? Yeah, where I can be found. Yeah,
I'm trying to get you to advertise yourself. You're like, duh.
Well, I have a YouTube channel and I sometimes make videos.
And
my YouTube channel is Vameliak, which is it's written.
Or Vameliak if you wanna.
Yeah, Vameliak.
Yeah, that's Vameliak.
Yeah.
Yes, Vameliak or Vameliak. Go check it out. What kind of stuff do you do?
Fan videos, basically about anything I like
do you
Sherlock.
Accept requests?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Speaking of which, you forgot to remind me of this, but now I've reminded myself. I have a new AMV I'd like for you to work on in the near future.
All right.
I have a vague outline finally. I've been it's been going for I've been thinking about it for about 6 months now. And the past few days, it finally kind of came together. So I'll email you or whatever about the details at some point.
Yes.
So yeah, that's it. Do you have social media or whatever?
Wait a minute. I have a Twitter, but I haven't used it in 3 years, so let's not talk about that.
Okay. And then you have your personal Facebook, which we're not going to bring up.
Yeah. I do have a Tumblr.
Oh yeah, you do have a Tumblr.
And I think it's Vameliak also. Yeah.
And as for me, well, if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, you can find me on YouTube under the name Dubber Team. Don't ask where that name comes from. It's been a year since I posted a Let's Play thing, but I have all the parts. I've been doing a Bayonetta Let's Play for 2 years now. I have all the parts ready, they just need to be edited. I haven't had the time, but now that it's summer, I might have the time to do that finally, get that done out of the way. And I also occasionally, obviously, if we can make this a more regular thing, we do this podcast, The Player's Choice. If that's fine with you, that name. By the way, I haven't even okayed it with you.
Yes.
It's just a derivative of the same as my playthrough series. So I do a playthrough series called Player's Choice. If you want to see us play a game, go to YouTube, go to either my channel, Dubber Team, or that's Dubber, as in dub something and then team. Or just search on YouTube Player's Choice Kirby Superstar. We did a Kirby Superstar co-op playthrough a long time ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember that still? Don't know if you do.
I remember. It was a long time.
Yes, it was. It was fun though. So if you want to see us play games, hey, check that out. If you want to see me play games, check out my Bayonetta thing. I know it's been like almost a year since I posted anything, but I assure you, stuff is ready. Or stuff is on hold. It needs just needs to be edited. I will try to get back to that. I swear. But I think that's about all we have for now.
Yep.
Once again, there'll be yeah, I'll put time codes in the description to show people like the stuff that they want, because no one wants to sit through 3 hours of over three almost 4 hours of stuff just to find the things.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we'll see you maybe next Saturday. Not next Saturday. 2 weeks from now, maybe.
Yeah.
When we'll get back, and then we'll be talking about some more stuff than besides video games. So look forward to that. See you when we see you, and have a good day.
Yep. Doodles.
And it's done. Hallelujah. God, sorry that was so long. I had no idea. I had no